here, and we're gonna pick up right where we left off, where you guys were heading out of your starting town and heading over to Bremen due to a tip, or rather, I guess, a mission given to you by a dwarf named Helen, and she asked that you go and find the traveling shop Torg, because she believes that the person that's been committing murders in 10 towns is the right-hand man of the traveling shop Torg, which his name is Sefik Caltro. And you guys got a tip that, or she confirmed that that the last sighting is that Torx was heading over to Bremen, and so you guys were heading over that way. On the way, you guys had an encounter with some orcs and goblins that tried to surprise you, but I believe you guys are going to keep heading on your way. It should be about 1 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, so you guys
Okay.
gather yourselves
Yeah.
and keep moving.
Let's search the bodies, and I want to recover my arrows too.
I think you recovered your arrows last one, but yeah, you guys can
Okay.
roll it. Whoever wants to search the bodies can roll investigation to check out the 2 orcs and 4 goblins that you killed.
Dibs on
Ralph would
goblins.
just say,
I'm just gonna
Ralph would
pick
just say
out.
a very brief prayer over the bodies of some enemies well killed.
Okay.
Can I take like a look around, like just to see if like maybe there's like a sign where they may or have come from? Like, do we have to worry about more of them coming or something like that?
You can do a perception.
I rolled a 12.
A 12, and I see
you did better than I did.
that we got a 6 from another one. So that is your
I'm-
first investigations ever. So, and then a 9 from Sombra for the perception. So a couple of rockstar rolls here to get it started off. Sombra, you look
Oh, we
around.
could have done perception?
Well, he's
Yeah.
Sombra's looking around to see where, if there's possibility of where the goblins came from. Which, Sombra, as you look around, you don't really find any clues, but you do notice that there is a specific lack of a clue, which is that there are no footsteps. It's almost like they've been there, like waiting in an ambush for a long time. But you can't really tell anything else.
Yeah,
as
I'm
for
just gonna
those-
take out my notebook and just write down some stuff again.
That's fair.
I guess I'll relay that info to Vaya, because I see her taking notes. Like,
I love taking notes.
no sign of where they came from.
Is it-
Been here for a while.
She'll just nod.
And remember to move your
Hey, I have a
tokens.
question.
So Via's way here in the back, and that was Sombra, who is too far away. Before I get to your question, both Anira and I believe it is Lara that are doing the investigations. And you guys search the bodies, and it is your first time investigating, so you manage to find a couple things, but like you find like the arrows, but as you pull them violently, you snap a few of them. However, you guys did find a pouch on one of the orcs, Anira specifically. You find a pouch on one of the orcs that has some coins, likely looted from a different passerby. And when you look inside, it has about 22 silver and 7 gold. And then
Okay.
what's your question?
I just wanted to know if it was snowing, like currently or very recent.
It hasn't snowed yet this morning, or this afternoon either. But it, you know, it snows every night, so.
If there's no tracks, then they must have been waiting here overnight for whoever was coming. Probably not specifically targeting us.
I find it strange that they can live out in the cold like this so overnight without any sort of cover. As
like-
especially as orcs and goblins, they're
Look
not
over it.
very
Look over at Anira and
weather
just kind of
resistant.
like indicate with my hands and be like, ice, baby.
Ice baby.
Nice, baby.
Like clearly creatures live in this cold. I imagine they must have just been bundled up. Do they look like they're wearing warm clothes or anything? Like they must have been.
They are wearing, if you look at them, they are wearing like pelts that were like poorly skinned. They're not proper. Whenever you like look on the underside, that's supposed to be like dried off. It's still got like chunks of meat attached to the skin.
She'll look at them and then look at him and she'll be like, not enough to stay warm, but not intelligent creatures, anyways.
Well, that's true. They're not known for their intelligence.
Her nose kind of just scrunches up at them, and she just walks away from their bodies,
She'll
just
kind
kind
of
of like tired of it.
Yeah, she'll kind of float along the path and she'll just be like, ah, I second you on that. They're not too intelligent. Anyways, we should continue on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nira
Yes,
leads
I
the
agree.
charge, just heading along the path.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I love how the animals just sat there and watched the whole battle, didn't do anything, didn't even flinch.
They're just eating their little bits of grass and stuff that they're picking up. I think
Yep.
Rock was trying to say something, or Somber.
No.
Was
Nope.
Somber? No. All right. Well then,
No.
yeah, you guys can continue down the path. You travel for a little bit, and you were still a good like couple miles off of the town that you're heading to, Bremen. You guys come across another group of hills and such. Up top, you can see an owl that just lets out a little hoo as it looks down at you. And then you see a woman kind of walking around the corner. She looks pretty calm. She's wearing pretty standard weather clothes. She does have a sword in its sheath by her side, but she's just walking around the road, kind of like not paying a lot of attention, looking at the trees and stuff. And then you guys can move or stand there or
Can I slip into the snow and sneak up, use stealth?
yeah, you can go ahead and roll stealth to kind of slick away. I see Lily wants to do the same thing, or was it Lara that wants to do the same thing? One of you both did the same motions, so you're welcome to both roll stealth.
I was just moving over to cover her.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well then, yeah.
So I just kind of slip in and blend in with the snow as I move along, trying to suss out whether this person means good or bad.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna sneak, but specifically just to get a little closer to the owl so I can get a proper, like, look on them.
Yeah, you can head up to the
I'm
owl.
completely more focused on the owl than any sort of impending danger.
Roll stealth to not spook the owl. And then
Right.
what about our bulky friends here in the front? What are we doing?
Well, you said this traveler wasn't really alert, or they don't seem to be worried about anything. So I'm assuming that they're not looking for a fight by any means.
They're
So I think some was kind of
yeah, they're casually walking.
yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm just kind of like, I see that I think if we have at least half the party seems to be taking like more defensive maneuvers. So I think if Sombra's just gonna try to act casual too. So as if if we run into her, this traveler might not be put on edge. You know what I mean?
I got a 15 to just wherever I am right there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Still at a distance.
Yeah, keeping that distance is fine. Rolk, as you kind of just go by this tree, you hear a bunch of crows let out some caws, and then they all separate, flying around in different directions.
I'm gonna turn my head over and then look
Go
really
this way.
disappointed.
Oh,
One of the crows is going to fly forward and kind of go straight toward the lady, and she'll notice it, and she'll kind of just put her arm up. It has a nice like coif bracer, not coif, that's a head thing, a bracer on her arm, and she'll kind of just put her arm up and let the crow land on her arm, and she'll just gently pet its head.
Has she noticed this?
Well,
Did
she did see you because you're
Okay.
scared or the crows, so.
Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to be stealthy or anything.
Yeah.
Can I roll?
Rock
She's
is-
not paying attention. I just don't want to like catch her off guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she
Can
saw
I-
you both, but go ahead, Nira.
Can I roll insight or perception to see if this person means ill harm? I think that would be insight.
We can do insight. What's your insight plus?
6.
Alrighty. So with that, your insight, um, you're getting a weird vibe for the fact that a crow came to her, which makes you, a little weary. But she hasn't said anything. She doesn't look. She doesn't like have her hand on her sword or anything, and she's literally petting the crow. But you are getting a like weird sense as she, befriended a crow just like that.
Yeah, Rock will kind of probably like take a couple steps back, kind of amazed, and you'll hear him like whispering the words "witch." She's a witch.
Sombra doesn't panic.
Murder of
She's Sombra's spent some time with them, magic users or some in this party. So she's just gonna, approach slowly, I guess, or continue her path. Maybe like raise a handed greeting. Nothing, I don't have my hands on my sword or anything like that. I'm just trying to, not looking for any trouble. Just the gist I'm trying to give. Well,
Can I ready an action?
Yeah. What's your action?
The moment she attacks anyone, I'm gonna lunge and hit her with my comma.
Okay.
I've got my bow at the ready.
All right.
Lily's keeping an eye on
so-
everything and
so-
kind of has her hand ready to grab the bow, but not on it.
Okay. With you two being kind of up front, and Lily, you're standing in the middle of the road, she's just gonna chime up. Y'all are so quick to be frightened of nature, and to frighten them.
Some more than others. It's a harsh realm out here.
Yes, that's,
Put my bow down.
that is true. It is quite a dangerous place. What brings you all here? Call your faces. I see
I'm
most
gonna
of the
be-
people of Tin Towns.
sorry. I'm gonna be trying to draw her crow.
Yeah, Rock will just probably be honest and explain like, I am from a
Roll,
tribe. I have come here seeking allies and answers for the long winter.
roll performance for your drawing.
Shit. Okay.
Oh no!
That is-
Oh wait, I forgot. I'm a satyr.
Yeah, you should be fine. Yeah, well, that is a fair reason. It's always good to build your connections. So you're looking to kind of build a repertoire of your own reputation.
In
Something
a manner
like
of
that.
speaking.
Oh,
We're specifically looking for I believe, a traveling trader group. Yes, I believe they were called Targs.
oh, you
The
mean
Tog, yes.
You mean Torgs? Yes.
Orgs.
I do. I don't know where they are, but they do tend to go between towns. I'm on my way over to Bryn right now.
Well, keep your wits about you.
Might as well be where we're headed. We don't know where they are, so we may as well just go in between the towns as well.
I see. Well, regardless, we are all now well met, and you lot seem like you'd be interested in probably some work if you're looking for a shop, yes?
What do you have in
Indeed.
mind?
Hey, do you think you can turn over a little bit so I can see your crow?
You actually,
Just a little bit to that side.
do you actually yell that out?
Yeah.
You hear a flutter, and the owl just flies away silently.
Ah.
Ah,
Well, actually, I actually already got the notes down for that one, but I'm focused on the crow now.
She'll just take her crow.
He
And
said
just
literally leave a deposit
she'll-
on your head.
She'll just hold
Thank
her arm
you!
up like that.
Thank you. And she'll go back to writing down her notes.
Well, my name
And Nira's
is...
still in the snow with her weapon at the ready. She's not trusting shit.
Let's just say... Well, I guess it's best before I offer anything else to introduce myself. The name is Danica Greysteel. I'm a scholar, and I've been in the Tin Towns trying to investigate some of these elemental spirits I do believe are roaming these lands. I've had a few people in the town but think I'm, a bit crazy, for lack of a better term. But there's Chwingas here, and I know it for a fact. May I ask what
It's
your names are?
fascinating. Danica, is it?
That it
I'm
is.
Rauk. I'm Rauk Moosehorn of the Moose Tribe. It is a pleasure to meet you.
As as well. And is this
Uh,
your party, your companions here? The two here
I
and the
I
one
am
up on
not
the cliff?
the leader of them.
Oh,
As I understand it, we are all considered equals in this party.
it's an excellent stance you hold. It's good to keep the same footing. Well, I do have a spare lantern of tracking, and I have it set for finding these elemental creatures. They're called Chwingas. Have you heard of them before?
I certainly have not.
Typed it in chat for you
Certainly
so you know the
no
spelling.
Schwinga.
Well, I have heard of them before, being from a northern region.
You've probably heard stories and rumors, but not actual sightings.
Okay.
Um, well, if I were to provide you this lantern, could you guys be another set of eyes to perhaps find one of these Chwingas? I'm hoping to capture one alive, mind you. They're pretty harmless, but I'm hoping to study them a little better, and in order to do that, I'll need one. So I've been going from the different towns looking for them. I believe they have something to do with the crazy winter weather we have up in this area.
That would be.
yeah,
I don't
do
see
I
why not. I'm gonna kind of look at everybody else and shrug, like,
do I get like some kind of
we do
vibe when
need
she
money.
says like study them and like capture one alive? Because then that sounds kind of weird to me.
You can roll an insight, or I mean, I roll the insight, but what's your insight if you want to roll it?
I need to check. Let me see. Not particularly high. +2.
+2. All right. Oh well, I'll go ahead and use the roll, but usually I'll roll the insight so you don't see what the number is, so you don't know if it's good or bad information that you're getting.
Weird. Okay.
Well, that because it's your insight, it's your gut feeling, and your gut's not always right, right? So that's why I do it that way. Um. Anyways, but yeah, I'll use that. You don't get any weird feelings. You might be interested in why she's focused on these so-called Chwingas that no one else seems to have seen before, or believe even truly exist, when everyone here believes the weather situation is from the Frost Maiden. So that might cross mine.
Sure.
But yeah, that's how you're feeling. Um, she'll say, but then she'll go on. Well, let me get you this extra lantern, and you guys can continue looking wherever it is that you go, within 10 towns, and if you happen to find one, well, I always stay at the local taverns of whatever town I'm in. So, you could probably ask around, or just check the taverns, and maybe we'll cross paths again.
Certainly, Danica, we will keep our eyes open for these Chwingas. Twingas? Chingas.
Twingas.
Chwingas.
I have it on my notes.
Yeah.
Schwing. Schwingas.
It's like winga, but with a ch in front of it. Chwinga.
Ching.
What do they look like?
Chwing.
I was getting ready to ask
Chwinga.
that. Yeah,
I'm
thank
like yelling from the cliff over here. I'm like, hey, what do they look like?
They're kind of small. They have like a humanoid body. So, but they won't have like a face, more so. Have this sort of design. It'll almost look like a triangular eye in the middle, but they'll be made of pure ice. And you know, they'll have that frost color to them.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so any of those that you managed to find, you guys, yeah, just capture one alive and bring them to me, and I'll be sure to give you payment for your efforts. And you can even keep the lantern at the end of
Certainly.
the day. If you don't find them, I would appreciate the lantern back to broaden my search. And she'll just kind of like
Certainly.
lightly lift the crow off her arm so that it'll take flight, and with her free hand, she'll reach into her bag and pull out a lantern. It looks kind of like a standard lantern, but when you light it, it makes this blue light. And she'll just say, it works like a standard lantern. It gives you 30 feet of light with dim light a little bit further for another 30 feet. 1 pint of oil will help this lantern light for 6 hours. The thing that makes this lantern different is that when there's a creature, or I guess in this case, since the lantern's set up for it, when a Chwinga is within 300 feet, the flame's going to turn bright green. And that's whenever you can start pinpointing where it might be. It won't help you any further than the within 300 feet rule, but I've been waiting for one of my lanterns to turn green, and I've been going from the different towns here to figure out one that will.
It
Unfortunately,
sounds fascinating.
Bremen was kind of a fault, so I doubt you'll find one there if that's where you're headed. But perhaps when you visit the other towns, you can just give it a look around, and perhaps you'll find it there.
I like your crows.
Oh dear, they're not my crows. But when you befriend nature enough, nature comes to you.
Oh,
Listen, this isn't natural imbalance.
are they
They
from
People like
the
animals everywhere.
are they from like Icewind, or are they from a different area? Like region? Should I ask?
Well, that's all part of my study, dear. No one really knows where the Chwingas come from.
Oh
But,
no, not the Chwingas, the crows.
oh, well, crows travel all over the world.
Okay, thank you.
I come around the corner and show myself and ask, is there any tips you can give us on how to capture these Schwingas alive?
Oh, well, just, be kind, I'd say. I haven't caught one myself, so it's hard to say what proper advice would be, but I imagine that if you go in without hostility, then they'll have no reason to fear you.
Fair enough.
Okay.
She'll
Yeah, well, we
walk,
Might
will
as well
try to
look.
find
No
your
guarantees.
Chwingas.
Seems fair.
walk up to Rock and hand him the lantern of, what's it called? Lantern of tracking. Set for the elementals. And, I'll go ahead and reveal that so you guys have it. Show to everyone. Lantern of tracking. Oh, there's all the details, but yeah, it's set for the elementals, so. Yeah. Well, I should be on my way. It'll be dark soon enough, and I gotta get to Bryn before that happens. You know how nightfall can be. Perhaps you don't. You all
Yes.
are still pretty new here, aren't you?
Very dangerous.
Well, you all take care
Safe travels.
Could I do an Arcana check to know whether or not the different trackings that this lantern can do? Since I'm like a huge like magic guy.
You can't change what the lantern does.
No. I just mean like, would I know what you could track with it? Like,
all the different options.
yeah.
Again, the lantern is set when it's made to be what it is. So if you do that, it's just gonna show elemental.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
What I was kind of never mind. Okay.
Okay. Like that lantern's not gonna give you that lantern specifically.
I-
Not gonna give you anything else.
Yeah, but I just meant like in general, like lanterns of tracking. I would know. Would I know? Like,
I would
they
suggest
can be
that
made
maybe
for
you could
different
find like
things.
a library that has a book on them or something. But as far as you do an Arcana check on that lantern, it's just gonna say it's magical in the sense of finding elementals.
Alright. Well, would it be history then, since I am a magic guy, like that, my magic's my whole thing, so I know a lot about, like, that's what I'm trying to
Oh,
get
you know
at.
what?
Like,
Yeah, you studied it. Okay, yeah, do a history check then.
okay, history check, that's my forte. Okay. What is, let's gotta get this. Alright, with the history... 17.
So yeah, you would know about the Lantern of Tracking, and that it could be for multiple things, but you would also know that when it's created is when it's designed to track certain things.
Alright, cool.
And
I will
you have
keep
the
that to
list.
myself.
Yep.
I just wanted to do that.
Fair enough. But yeah, so you guys have a new little thing to find. These little Chwingas. Might want to add that to like your side quest list or whatever.
Right, okay, I got that.
All right. And then, yeah, you guys can continue. The Bremen is this direction. But do you guys have anything you want to discuss now that you've had this conversation?
I'm just gonna be looking at the lantern. Kind of fascinated.
Since I'm still in stealth mode, I'm gonna just come over here. And I'm gonna sneak up behind Rock and pop out of the snow. Like, between his feet.
Alright. Rock, you were the one handed the lantern. Are you investigating that lantern at all, or?
Yeah.
Okay, then, Nira, do a stealth check at advantage.
Who's the person that gave us the quest just now?
She said her
I
name
got a
was...
net
Danica.
20.
Danica.
Danica.
Fuck
Danica?
yeah.
The full name is Danica Greysteel.
I don't know how to pronounce that. I mean, spell that, but...
Danica, Dankina, Greysteel, Grey.
That was really fast. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for that.
I put it in the roll 20 chat.
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Alright, well, I rolled a nat 20.
Yep, yeah, you solidly can scare everybody at the same time.
Jesus.
I just come up all casually, like, that's a cool lantern.
Where the hell did you come from? Were you there the whole time? Don't look behind me.
Lily dashes to the side.
She just looks at him like, why were you scared?
Can I float down this cliff without getting, like, hurt? Or would I have to walk
the
around
gliding
it?
pillow
float around
has
it?
all the same rules as walking, so if you do that, it'll be like falling that distance, which is a clear 10 feet.
Damn. Alright, then I'll come around.
Alright, you come up while Anira's... Well, after everyone's reacting to Anira scaring them.
I'm like, what's going on, guys? Why does everyone look scared? Were you scared of the Danica or
Of the Danica.
the Danica? No, I just meant
Of the
Danica.
Danica.
No, the ice baby snuck up on me.
She's
Oh.
gonna
Something
glare at
I want to
him.
talk about.
She's gonna glare at him and step on his foot and say, don't call me Ice Baby.
Ouch, sorry, I mean ice woman.
I am a full-grown adult.
Act
Ice
like one.
full grown ice baby.
She's gonna literally put... She's gonna put, her comma against, like, his groin and be like, no Ice Baby.
Whoa!
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
ice-
you
my
don't
God.
need to get crazy.
She smiles and walks away.
Alright, to Bremen, yeah?
Ribbon. Yes.
We'd better before some of us leave
I was
part two,
gonna
they don't want to leave.
Okay,
Right?
just a side note. I was gonna say to his chest, and then I realized I'm too short for that. So that was the only thing within reason I could get to.
Still. Holy
Lily
cow.
just nods her head to VA.
I'd have gone for like the knee or something. Not the manhood.
Not as effective.
You guys begin to hear in the distance the sound of a wagon being pulled by multiple feet pitter patters on the ground.
Ooh,
Let's get out of here.
Baba
Let's get
Yaga.
out of here. Is it
I'm
coming
gonna
toward us
start
or going?
running.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't run!
Yeah, don't run. Let's just head towards the place.
I don't float that fast.
Whoop, enemies. Enemies, 5 o'clock.
What does
You
5
guys
o'clock
can,
mean?
Take
as
this
you guys,
road.
well, that's the Bremen is this direction.
Oh wait, that might be the wagon, the merchants. Maybe we can intercept them.
Up
Uh,
then. 5 o'clock.
You,
I'll run.
as you guys go around the corner, you see a wagon being pulled by a team of dog sleds. Each sled side is being kind of controlled by the reins, held by 4 different guys. They all have the standard weather gear on, with a little face mask covering like the lower half of their faces, and it's being dragged by the dogs. And as you guys come up, they're gonna pull the reins, bringing the dogs to come to a stop. And as that happens, you'll hear a gruff woman inside. Why are we stopping?
Ah,
Oh.
That's a woman.
I didn't mean to do that.
that's something.
And
I'm
then-
not sure it's human.
What was the name of the thing we were looking for? Torques.
I didn't mean to get Torx. I didn't mean to.
I'm just hanging back
we
and
only-
watching all
we only
this.
seek the Torques.
You'll
We
see
only
a
seek the Torques.
you'll see a short, gruff, middle-aged dwarf hop out, and alongside is this 30-something-year-old male with slick black hair hopping out beside him. The bandit, or I'm sorry, the bandits, the rainers, the people with the reins, they're going to just kind of silently point at the group, and you'll see the woman turn, her scowl quickly turning to a smile. Ah, welcome! Potential customers, welcome. Good to see some new faces over in the 10 Towns. Are you interested in some goods?
You're the
Yes.
you're the Torg, right? Yeah, we were looking for you actually.
Yes, correct. The name is Torga Icewind, and I got the best goods of all time. They're so good, I can't stay in one spot. Welcome to Torgs.
Right. Well, I don't know what to do, guys. Anyways, I was actually wondering if you had any magic items for sale.
Of course I have magic items. In fact, I have the only magic items that you'll find around the 10 Towns that are worth picking up.
I see. Do you
What's
have
your
any?
price?
Yeah. Well, what's your price for the rings of cold resistance? Should I ask?
Ring of cold resistance. Oh, ring of resistance. I believe that's a rare tier. Just double checking.
It is rare, yeah.
Yeah, rare tier.
I feel like it would be less rare up here.
It
Just
probably
saying.
would be more rare just because more people are having it.
Well, I want to
And-
say
Well,
that
that's what makes it more common.
your feelings certainly are valid. She'll say, a ring of cold resistance. I guess that's pretty fitting. It's also pretty popular, so that means it costs more. If you got 4,000 on you, then that's yours.
Oof.
Right?
Well,
Oh no.
unfortunately, I do not. Maybe we could try and peruse through more cheaper options.
Ah, a little bit more of a common group, I see.
We just got up here, or at least I just got up here with my friend Lily over here. Yeah, she's just gonna name drop you. But anyways, we just came up here, and you know, we were only given so much, especially me coming from a school. You know how college students are. But
When your turns to Via, are you really that cold?
Well, no, I'm not cold. I was just wondering about the magic items.
Anira starts taking off her shirt to give it to Via.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Does she have anything under that? Can I ask?
As you get the shirt itself is like ice cold.
God. Okay, but does she have anything under that? Because this will drastically change how I react to this.
I would imagine she has like the wraps that
Okay.
a lot of monks wear underneath clothing.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, she'll just go, "Oh, thank you, but I actually have armor right now. It's armor with like Arctic fox fur actually in particular. You know how they're waterproof and all that. I'm good to go right here. I just wanted to look at the magic items. That's
Anira
all."
grunts and snatches her shirt back, but not putting it on right away. She just kind of holds it.
Okay.
Torga's gonna take a step closer. I'm sorry, but we were on our way to Bremen, and it's getting pretty dark. It gets dark pretty quick, and I'm sure there's some customers in that town. So, is there something you're looking to buy?
Just as an out of character to the group here, we were supposed to ask her about murders, was it? Were we supposed to
No,
ask
we were
her?
trying
What are we
to
supposed
ask
do?
about Sepik. We're not trying to
Yeah,
pin the
her-
murders on him
Sepik.
just yet.
One of his
That's why
Right.
I'm trying to like
bodyguards.
dance around it right now. 'Cause
That's what I wanted to know.
yeah, I wanted to become friends with them first so I
Thank you.
could get with Sepik. Not romantically, but get to Sepik.
Totally not.
Get with him. Yeah. Okay.
I'll just approach
Rolk
really
is a little
quickly.
Rolk is a little bit more straightforward, so he's unsure as to why we're not doing the thing right
Yeah.
now. He's kind of looking at you guys like, are we shopping?
I will
What is
approach them and I'll just be like, yes, well, we were actually on our way to Bremen as well. We're mostly sightseeing right now. But we could totally help out with your transportation or anything along the ways. I'm sure you could help guide us over to Bremen.
As soon as you said sightseeing, she starts backing away from the group. Oh, actually, like I said, I got things to do in Bremen, so if you're not looking to purchase anything, I think we'll be best on our way.
Well, no, I was actually trying to buy something. I was just wondering, like, what's your cheapest item?
Cheapest item?
I'm unfortunately a little short right now, but I am actually looking forward to having some business with you.
Aye, well, if you ever want something a little bit more exotic, I'll be the one that you'll be getting that from. But, if you're heading to Bremen and you want something basic, I'm gonna have to suggest you head over to their little shopping town over there called Buried Treasure. You'll find all the basic crap you need there.
Oh, okay. Well, can we at least
Listen.
still travel with you, just in case?
Listen, Torga, listen. And he's gonna kind of like look at everybody like, why are we not doing the thing? And Rolk's just gonna kind of step forward a little bit and be like, Torga, what? We are also seeking a man named Sapik.
Wait, no, okay.
Go ahead and roll perception real quick.
I'm
Jeff,
gonna like
me?
raise up
Just roll.
on my tiptoes and like put my hand on Via's shoulder, like it's fine, just let him do his thing.
Just
Well,
rock.
just I didn't. She was
Okay.
gonna leave.
She's
She's
just gonna
leave
back
and we never asked
away.
a thing.
Yeah, just Rock who just said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you ask for? Perception?
Mhm.
Give me a sec here. My perception. Where's my perception?
By the way, this isn't just orange. It's an M&M. It's
What?
my cup's an M&M.
I only got the 10.
Oh my goodness.
You only got a 10? Okay.
Yes.
Well, you ask for Sefik, and she'll say, and what is it you need from this Sefik?
I'm gonna
Yes,
kind of look
Rock,
at
what
the
do
others
we
like,
need from him?
I do not remember.
Well, this bunch seems like they're on top of things, but again, if you're not looking to purchase anything, I think me and my crew best be heading off to Bremen, where we definitely have some customers waiting to buy something good.
Okay, well, I'll just let her walk away because you guys would rather see me
Yeah.
suffer.
You said that you're heading
Okay.
there. If you change your mind, feel free to find us out. We'll
we're
be
going.
around.
We're going the same way you are. I mean, we might as well just be tagging along, right?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be letting people I don't know into my wagon full of my goods.
Oh, no, I wasn't asking to go into your wagon. I was just asking to follow you.
We're not gonna slow our pace just to have some quote-unquote potential customers to follow along.
Okay,
Okay, so
yeah,
you get,
that's fair. I forgot you guys go faster.
we have
well,
Yeah.
customers,
We'll
and
see you in Bremen.
we'll definitely be spending the evening in Bremen, so you'll just have to find us there.
Yep. Safe travels.
She's gonna
Well,
clamber back into the
Thank
wagon.
you.
This guy that was, he came out, he was watching the whole interaction. He, like, pet one of the dogs while he was here. He's unarmed. He's just, okay, he's like a well-built man. He's got, like, an olive complexion, dark hair that's pulled back in the ponytail. He has no facial hair of any kind, and he's dressed in a kind of like a sailor type of outfit. Not There's no like cold weather armor on the guy. He's just no armor, no weapons there, but he was there like watching the whole interaction. And as he heads back to the wagon after all this is done, he's gonna kind of like side eye all of you and make his way back, clambering into the wagon with them.
I'm gonna look over and then just very quietly murder. Like, no, I'm gonna very quietly whisper.
Quietly murder.
I think that I'm gonna quietly murder. I'm gonna quietly whisper and just be like, I think we're gonna die.
Yep. Well, let's go on our way.
Put them over here.
And Ira
Just
turns
lost.
back to look at Via, very confused. Why would we die?
Because I think that was the guy we were looking for, and he might just know that we are on his tail now.
Yeah, she may be just trying to cover for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, confronting them here was not a good idea.
I think the
Then
best
we'll just corner
route-
him at a tavern in the city.
Yeah, probably the best route
Good
of
at
action.
cornering men.
The best route of action
just tail
is
him.
probably just to try to scout him out until he's by
Yeah.
himself and try to run into him, quote unquote.
Yeah. Scout him out, see what he does. Follow him to
Let's-
Bremen.
Alright, well, the
Once they're
longer
in
we
Bremen,
stand
because
here
these murders always
talking,
occur in town.
the longer we
Yeah,
stand here
yeah,
talking,
gotta
the
run.
farther away they get.
Oh
so
yeah,
let's
yeah,
get
let's
moving.
go. Yeah.
Let's move on.
I missed this whole conversation y'all were having. Do I need to read this?
We're just gonna follow them to Bremen, and we're gonna continue our investigation there, hopefully more discreetly.
Okay. Alright, just, okay, cool. I was just checking your little conversation.
Brock might get a few nudges into the ribs there with an elbow. Ooh, shush.
It only takes about another 30 minutes of walking before you guys finally reach the city of Bremen.
This town looks familiar.
Get rid of this. Get rid of this.
A lot of towns look familiar.
All 10 of them, you could say. But yeah, you guys make your way. It'll be about right here where you guys are coming in. Let me do my signature marker for my teams. Alright. A little circle. This is where you guys are. I'm gonna have to fill that out. It's hard to see. There you go. That's you guys. That's your party. Alright, and you guys can make your way through. You're gonna be passing right by the shop to get your basic goods if that's something you really wanted.
Not actually something I wanted. We already got our goods.
We're just
wanted-
poor. We can't afford anything other than basic goods.
I mean, if we put all of our money together, I don't think that's gonna be anything either way. But at least it could give us a talking point. I don't know.
I say we follow them to their lodgings and corner him and throw a bag on his head and drag him into the alley.
don't
and
think that would
question
help.
him.
Okay.
I don't think that would
all that's
help
going to
at
do is
all.
raise the alarm. We need to tail him and see what he actually is doing in town after the people sell everything at night or whenever. 'Cause these murders always happen in town.
And
So
Yara
I'm guessing
grumbles
he's going
and
to do
just
something
slowly puts away the rope that she was already pulling out of her bag.
Via will just pat her on the head. It's okay. We'll do it some other time.
We'll have
She
plenty of
grins.
opportunities to murder people. I promise.
Why can't I move?
Is the Schwinga lantern doing anything? There's no Schwinga here, right?
She said that there's she didn't see any in Bremen, so you're likely not to find any here. But you're welcome to hold the lantern up. But it would be a blue flame if you do that. Just to give you a jump forward. But yeah, you guys can make your way in. I don't know why I can't move this, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. But yeah, you guys come in right here at this side. And if you're not gonna stop with that, you can make your way in. There's not a lot of people outside on the roads. It's pretty base, with people just kind of using the roads literally to get from one building to the next due to the temperature. And everyone that you do see has these thick winter coats on. There are lights on in pretty much every building you pass, with smoke coming out of the chimneys of many buildings. The busiest section seems to be down this road, but you guys are welcome to check other places. It was a little darker on music than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, where you guys want to head? You're in Bremen, so where are we going?
It's 5 Tavern Center, maybe? I mean, that's where probably... Is there a market or anything where they would be setting up?
I mean, if you want to just go around town and look for her, you can do that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take too long of you guys going in, because you could follow the tracks that the wagon's making, and the tracks do go to the right, and you see that they kind of make a little shop area right here on the edge of the ice, not too far from the docks, not too far from the buildings, and able to just be seen pretty much from this center area, so about right here.
I say we hang out, watch and see what happens.
Yeah, I think
I
perhaps
agree.
we should go and ask to see their wares as potential customers, and kind of mostly just to kind of get closer to Sepik and see what he does, or even if he's still with them.
I'm gonna hang back and watch.
Not all of us at once, of course.
I can approach them. I mean, I don't have any money.
She knows you're poor.
Yeah, I was about to say that she
Somebody's
knows
are poor.
she knows you're poor, so
She does know I'm poor. I shouldn't have said that, probably.
I could go in, she says, still holding her shirt in her hand.
You should put that back on first.
She cocks her head to the side. What's the point? I'm not warmer with it on than with it off.
It's just kind of, people don't usually be shirtless in towns.
Not normal?
It's not really normal in normal established settlements. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's
As you guys are having this conversation, a few people do pass you guys wearing like coats. Their hoods are up. They got fur. They're like you can't see an ounce of skin. That's how covered these people are. As you're sitting there holding your shirt.
yeah.
It's just like I'm from Neverwinter. This is Tuesday there. I mean, big city.
I mean, like, look at that girl over there. She's like very like she's pointing, like she's full on pointing. She's talking about morals and or like social etiquette and stuff, and she's just like pointing at this random stranger, like she's like covered head to toe. I think that's a she.
I gesture at myself and my body, and you can like clearly see like there are a few tribal tattoos on my ribs and on my arms, and I just gesture down and I'm like, made of ice. Cold doesn't bother me.
Well, yeah, but just please just put on your shirt.
I want to blend in a little bit.
Yeah.
She rolls her eyes and just puts it on and then grumbles, well, I'm fine. Being naked is being blessed.
You can
Well,
do
we've
that.
had enough of blessings as we can take today, so please put on your shirt.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can do that when you're alone, okay?
Okay, so
Not when
we're
you're
out
in a
of town
public
or something.
area where
She
people
grumbles.
can see you.
We're trying to be low key here.
I mean, I wouldn't have any issue with it since it's like your religion and all that. It's just other people might have an issue with it.
You
So
can always
Rangers,
just send half naked what's her face over to him and see what happens.
Sombra, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, would there be something like a town guard or something like that that maybe I could try speaking to? I believe we agreed or I said something like my background would allow me to kind of have some kind of like a
Yeah.
good standing.
There aren't, like I said, there aren't like people just outside walking around unless they're going from point A to B. So you guys standing outside, kind of a sign. But you can, I mean, there's the, you saw the heavy amount of traffic over in this area, so you can presume that that's probably where like the higher ups are. Likely the guy that's in the council that was mentioned from Helene. So that's probably your most likely bet to find guards. There's also docks, which are known to have a guard or two due to the way that people are at docks. There's a few other buildings that might have a guard, but you're welcome to go look for a guard.
Yeah, I think when we head down to, if we get closer to those docks, I want to investigate. But also this Shangarn River, is it like frozen over, or is that actually like water flowing through it? Because it looks like snow here on the map.
It's not fully frozen, but there are chunks of frozen parts that are sailing or flowing down the river. So the water is moving. If you guys wanted to, get the water from there or whatever. But it's got these large chunks of ice coming down, so it's not like safe to swim or anything. If that's where we're going with it. But it's my understanding that the party is right here. So if you want to look for guards, where you want to go to the docks?
Yeah, I think that if we end up like sending someone to kind of go speak with or look at the wares of Torgs, then I kind of want to just keep my eye out. If I see any like a guard walking around, a guard post, someone I can kind of speak to real quick, kind of just to ask them about this traveling Torgs.
Right.
If they have any info.
We're gonna say that was in character, and he's talking to everybody. So let's get a game plan.
Oh.
What exactly are we doing? He wants to go to the docks, and someone suggested sending Anira by herself to Torgs. What's the plan?
I think I want to go to the tavern and gather information personally, so maybe we can swing by the docks and then tavern or split up, whichever.
I say we.
But I don't think
split
they're going
to
anywhere tonight. They
two
said they weren't.
groups.
They said they're staying in Bremen, so.
Yeah. So we're not going to lose him, but I would like, before it gets too dark and they close up for the night, to tail him. As long as we get back in
Agreed.
time for
How
that.
about one person stays here to just watch over them, and everyone else goes to go and find some stuff around the town?
Well,
Well,
if you need a tail, I'm the best option considering I can blend in with the snow.
Yeah, so long as they don't make it obvious that we're just standing out here and staring at them.
Yeah,
Then we're just going to draw
okay.
suspicion, not only from Torgs, but also...
Listen, if they look at me, I'll just take off clothes.
That's
Rangers
won't-
are
that
built
won't
to
attract
stealth.
attention.
That's all
more
I'm gonna say.
attention.
Yeah. You're kind of attract attention. Rangers don't.
I
Should be Lily or me.
would say, maybe not the one with the history of violence.
Yeah, I think I agree. Perhaps maybe Lily or Elara could stay and,
What's
at
wrong
least
with
orbit the
violence?
area. Orbit the area
one of
and
us should
kind of
stay.
Yeah, you guys know about blending into nature, right?
For Rangers, that's sort of like our thing.
Yeah.
I do have a +4 perception if that helps at all. I don't know if
Yeah,
that'll
I've got a
help.
5 in stealth and a 5 in perception, so I mean I can stay or go to the, like I say, somebody should go to the tavern and find out what the townsfolk know. Maybe the town hall, find out what the townsfolk know. Leadership.
Well, we also need somebody that's good at talking themselves out of situations.
That would
so-
not be Lily.
That would not be me.
Anira raises her hand.
No, no.
So it's between
You stab your way out of situations.
it's between Anira and Rolk, I think, to stay here and kind of keep watch. If it helps, you are looking at a fountain that froze mid fountaining, so like the water is frozen. As
I
it
can
comes out the
literally
spout.
sit in the ice.
You know what? How about Rolk? Rolk, could you maybe
Rolk.
watch over while we
What's Rock's stealth?
Well, I don't think you need
Rolk's
stealth if
sure.
he's gonna hang
No,
out
but-
here. You just
Oh,
gotta
that's
not,
true.
He just
you
hangs
just
out
gotta
at
look
the fountain.
nonchalant.
Maybe
which-
they can have a snowball fight
I mean,
in the middle of the
he's-
fountain, and
yeah,
they both can
He
stay.
is a cleric. He could just be praying. Who doesn't matter.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
so yeah. So Rock, you cool
Okay.
with keeping
Yeah,
watch over
that's
Torgs
fine.
from there? Okay.
That's fine.
So
Great.
Rock, you're gonna watch over Torgs to make sure, and we're gonna have Sombra, and who's going with Sombra to the docks? Everyone else, or
I think
Lily
Alara.
okay? So Lily.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. I
Sorry.
was gonna say Alara wanted to go investigate the tavern, so I was gonna say we could just go with her on that. And
Yeah.
while we're there, I'll just look around for any, town guard around or whatever. If we're probably gonna pass by the, town hall or town center. So while we're in, near the tavern, we could probably find
Okay.
some more guards or something.
I wanted to go to the tavern, so
All right. So Rock is gonna hang
The
back.
tavern's
here
always a good spot of
to-
information.
Rock's gonna hang
Agreed.
back here to watch over the Torg shop there, and everyone else is going to follow Lara over to the 5 Tavern Center, which when you guys get there, let me get you all set up here. Pull this over here. Right, you go into the tavern, and in here there's a lot of people eating food. It's pretty warm in here with the fireplace lit. The fireplace lets off enough heat that like the whole place is warmed up. I did the snow for y'all this time.
Thank
I
you.
see the snow.
We appreciate. What? They're random green patches.
it's okay.
That's where the trees are, and I put snow on
Yeah.
top of them a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Very nice.
I'm not a digital artist. This is what you get. This is what you... I made the map, but anyway. Which, by the way, I did go onto that system to make some snow maps, and they don't have a snow terrain yet. And I'm like, oh my god.
Aw.
So I couldn't even make it. And I was like, oh, come on. They don't have a snow update? Thing's been out for like a year and a half. But, anyways, you guys walk in. Oh, let me get your tokens, right? That'd probably be helpful. There we go.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Is there a place where I can buy a flute?
There is a shop at the front that you guys passed that I offered at the very beginning of you walking
Yeah,
into
actually, can we go back really quick so I can buy a flute?
Bremen. I mean, I think we could retcon it so we don't have to pull everyone back.
Okay.
You want to just go in and buy like a regular flute or a pan flute?
Just a rig. Oh wait, yeah, pan flute. That's what I'm proficient in, right?
Believe
Pan
so.
flute.
Check your thing.
Okay.
It says flute. You want
Oh.
flute?
Okay. I'll just get a flute then.
The shopkeep will tell you that the flute costs you 2 gold.
Okay, 2 gold. That's fine.
All right, and he hands you a flute. It is made of metal.
Cool.
Okay, you have a flute. Alright, add this to your thing. But yeah, so everyone, you enter the tavern, and you see a whole bunch of people. No one seems to be wearing armor or looks like a guard at this time, but everyone's got food and drinks, and it's lively in here and all sorts. And you guys can take a seat.
Yeah,
Wherever
I go
you
down
want,
and-
I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit with the table with the one person in it,
All right.
and
They'll
say
be
hi.
like,
My name is
they'll be
Laura.
like mid
I'm gonna
soup.
sit over with these guys.
Is there a server around here?
Yeah, sure. Wait, who are you talking to?
You?
Me specifically? I'm sure there's
Yes.
a server that will come around. It's a tavern.
Is he not out?
Not yet.
Oh.
He's probably hiding. You heard about it.
Or
I
serving
was gonna
people.
go talk to
But
him.
anyways, Laura, you sat down. That you'll be sitting across from an elf that's wearing like a blue coat over top of some standard clothes. The hood is down, and they'll be like mid-spooning some soup up as you sit down, and they'll just kind of look up at you.
I'm Laura, or Mistwinter from Neverwinter. Where met.
I'm gonna raise up my pillow.
Is
To
everyone
the-
going to a different table?
Basically.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I want to sit kind of closer to a group of patrons, kind of try to eavesdrop a bit while I'm just sort of.
Okay, so Sombra
Waiting
takes
for a
a seat
waiter, I
like
guess.
a normal person. Everyone else just walks up to every other table. Okay. I mean, I'm cool with Lara's. Makes sense. Everyone's fine. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But
I got my 18 in charisma. I'm ready to.
we're gonna start.
Actually, you know what? I'll sit with Sombra just to make your life easier.
It's all good. You
Yeah.
can talk to everybody. We can talk to everybody. But we're gonna start with Lara, who sat down first. And Lara, you can go ahead and start with your question or statement.
Oh, what's your name?
Well, first off, who are you? You sat at my table.
Oh, I said it before. I'm Laura Mistwinter from Neverwinter.
Okay, well, the name is Janos. Can I help you with something?
Oh, no, just sat down, getting out of the cold and trying to get some good food. What can you recommend in this place?
Soup's good. He'll spoon. He'll eat that spoon. He was halfway through.
Oh, nice. I think I'll order some.
Okay, well, is that... Did you not see other seats, or do you just like to sit next to some people you don't know?
Oh, sat there. Sorry, thought this was open seating, just like in Neverwinter. See a space, sometimes you take it.
I
Didn't mean to offend you.
Didn't stop you, but it's just not usual that people just sit with others when there's open tables. But you're welcome to stay here if you'd like. I'll just go back to eating
Fair
the
enough.
soup
Fair.
if you don't have anything else for him.
Fair enough. Are you from these parts?
Well, yeah, I've been in 10 towns for some time now, and I do a lot of ice fishing here, so.
I've been hearing there's some murders. A bit worried about my safety. Yeah, did you happen to hear anything about those?
Yes, it's a shame, and I heard that they're happening over in the Forsaken towns, the ones that sacrifice their own people. It's hard to say what's murder to those folks, because we're calling them murders, but don't they kill someone every moon? So.
True enough, but I'm hearing the people that are killed are not the ones that are selected by their process.
Alright, well, I guess it's to each their own. I think all the killings are pointless. I think that the sacrifices we provide are more than enough.
But you don't do that here in Bremen, so you feel pretty safe then?
Oh, of course. This is probably one of the nicer of the towns in 10 towns. Lesser population tends to make people nicer with everybody.
Oh, well, I hope so.
Our worst.
Well, if it's all right with you, if we're sitting at your table, I'd like to buy you an ale.
Well, that would be very much obliged. Thank you. Yeah, the worst thing we have around here is the monster over in the lake.
Oh, monster in the lake?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't come across it myself, but you know, some people say that they've seen some sightings, and I mean, there's sightings all over the place, isn't there?
Fair enough.
But that's a story for another time.
Perhaps. Always looking for adventure, so maybe we'll do something about this monster in the lake if we can find out more about it.
Well, I'm sure that there's ways to find things out.
Certainly there is.
Not really my expertise. I just do the fishing, and I haven't seen anything. So.
Fair enough. And with that, you know, we just kind of lean back and stop pumping in for information and wait for the server staff to come around. And when they do, I'll buy him an ale like I promised.
He'll just
And
keep,
one for me.
He'll just keep eating the soup. Lily, we'll jump to you. Lily and Via, sorry. You two walk up to this table. It's got a couple humans, and there's like one dragonborn with them, and they're all eating like fish or soup. And they'll just look at you two as you kind of crowd the table, and
Yeah.
they're just gonna look up and. Is there a reason that you are crowding us?
Oh, actually, Via was, as she approached, she was going to float up before anybody could talk, and she'd just be like, "Well, hello there. Mind if we sit at your table for a little bit?"
It's already a bit packed, but is there something that we can help you with?
Ah, well, I mean, I guess that's fair. My name's Via. That's my friend Lily over there. I have a little pillow right here, so it shouldn't be too much. I can just float right here. If that's not an issue.
I guess not. You're not taking up a chair. Just some space. No crime in that.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I'm not looking to crowd up too much space on the table, anyways. Maybe an ale or something. Yeah. What are you guys' names?
Well, if you must know, I'll just tell you mine. That's my name's Marv, and it's the Dragonborn talking.
Marv. Oh, that's a very nice name. Is it draconic?
It's basic. I don't know. I was born with it.
Ah, fair enough. Oh, I already said my name. My name's Via. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Do I? How long have you guys been around the 10 towns?
Well, I headed north after some issues I had down at the Marabar, but not a big deal.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah. I've been hearing some issues about the murders and stuff. I'm a little bit of a new person here. I just got dropped off of Bryn Shander a little bit, walked over here a little, and now I'm with you guys. But actually, I came across these peculiar people named the Torgs. They're like these shopkeepers. You know anything about them?
Ah, Torgs, traveling shop. If you got good money, you can get good items. I like that place. And
I see.
all those sent with them will just nod. Yes, good shop.
Oh. Do you know anybody that may be like working in that shop? Maybe somebody by the name of like Sepik?
I can't say I know any of them personally, but that's because I find anyone willing to travel every day, they're probably a problematic person.
I see, yeah. I don't travel that much myself. I've mostly just been trying to get a good idea of the 10 towns and all that, just so I can fill out this notebook right here. Yeah, but do you by any chance know somebody who would know about Sepik?
I can't say I would, but if he's with Dorks, then he's probably in the shop handling whatever they do.
Right, that's fair enough. In that case, would you know, anybody who may have ties to the Torks?
They don't really work with people outside of their little clique.
I see. Okay.
Rock, while they're doing all this in the tavern, you see a few different customers go through Torgs. But when the sun starts to set and the twilight time is over, which was around the end of 2 o'clock, it'll be around 2:30, 3 o'clock. You'll see them start to pack up shop. So you're watching, Rock. So you wanna react to that, or?
As if they're leaving, like they're packing up to go.
So it does look like they're packing up to leave, but they did tell you all that they're gonna stay in Bremen. But you can just keep watching and see what they do.
I imagine I would just keep watching for now to see what they do. If they do decide to leave, we'll have to get the others and follow them. But
And what are you doing
for
to
now,
not
probably.
be? What are you doing to not be obvious that you're just watching them?
Is there any nearby driveways where I could just go start clearing the snow out of areas of the road and anybody's yard or anything nearby? Just
I mean, it's
keep
a
an eye
whole
on them.
little like town center with
Yeah.
the well, and there's a couple of those buildings. So I mean, if you just want to be like a helping person, you could start clearing some of the snow around.
Yeah, just look like I'm clearing snow off the walkways, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like maybe just grab a big branch and just start sweeping snow off.
Okay. Yeah, you use miscellaneous items to start moving the snow around and clear a pathway.
Sure.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
While they're doing their conversation over here, someone does approach the table that Sombra and Anir are at, and it's gonna be a darker complexion woman that approaches, and she's just, "Oh, welcome to the tavern. This is first time I'm seeing you guys around here. Have you seen our menus before?"
Are the menus the same, like throughout the as the one that we have in the notes thing,
Yeah,
or is
they're
it different?
Yeah, they're mostly the same.
Okay.
But just like, the best thing we have here is gonna be the fish or the soup. Those would seem to be the top items.
Fish.
I think I'll have a tea.
So I heard
Fish.
fish. Okay, fish for the
Oh.
lady. And what would you like?
Do fish.
I asked for a tea.
A tea? All right.
Yes.
I'll start you off with a warm tea. And how would you like your fish cooked, ma'am? Anira.
One raw. One steamed.
You want a raw fish and a steamed fish?
Yes.
Well, customer's always right in the term of flavors. I'll get that right out for you. And she'll head off. Via and Lily, you guys can continue. Leah, would you like to add anything to the conversation?
Did you say Lily?
Yeah, you're over there. Did you want to add anything to the
Oh,
conversation?
yeah, no. Lily is sitting like halfway facing Via and halfway facing like the rest of the tavern to keep an eye on like the conversations all around her. She kind of scoffed when they mentioned an issue with people who travel a lot because she lives mostly in the wilds, but didn't really make a comment otherwise.
Okay, you're just mostly observing. Okay. Via,
Yes.
you can continue then.
Oh, okay. Where did we leave off?
You were asking about Torgs, and they gave you.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, well, I see the tavern person making their rounds. I wouldn't want to hog up the room anymore, but yeah. I mean, it was a pleasure talking to you. What was the name again? I'm sorry.
His name was Marv.
Well, it was a pleasure talking to you, Marv. I hope to see you around Bremen sometime. Maybe we can talk again.
Well, if you're ever down by the docks, you'll probably find me.
Oh, well, that's perfect. I'm gonna be looking around everywhere, especially in the docks, because I'm seeing this is a very important part of the 10 towns, the fishing and the. I must ask, do you have any idea why the water stays unfrozen?
Well, the flowing water is the hardest to freeze, but it freezes over just fine every time that frost maiden ruins the temperature.
So it's flowing. Okay, yeah.
That's what
Okay.
rivers do.
Yeah.
Lily pipes up and asks when that usually happens. When is there a certain time that you've noticed that happening more frequently than others?
Well, the safety window is between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. We call that the twilight span. You'll find that the temperature is at its best, and the sun can even sometimes peek through the clouds. But any time outside of that could happen. And if you have one clear night, don't expect the next one to be.
Right. Okay. Well, we will keep track. We will keep note of that. I think we should let them be, right, Lily? So we're not taking up too much of their space.
Lily nods and follows.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you were a wonderful, wonderful people, and I hope to see you at the docks.
As you guys start to leave the table, you'll see them actually pick up their utensils again. The whole time the conversation was going, their hands were not on utensils. And she'll come back with the hot tea for Sombra and a raw fish that is still slightly not like icy, but like it's super cold. And it'll put it in front of Anira and, well, I hope that's what you were looking for, but is there anything? I'll have your steamed fish soon. Is there anything else I can get for you all?
She shakes her head as she immediately stuffs the head of the fish into her mouth.
Summer just says, well, when she starts shoving this raw fish in her mouth, Summer's gonna scoot in her chair a little farther away, and then she's no, I'm good. Thank you for the tea. And then she just starts sipping away, trying to listen to other conversations.
The hostess fully fails to hide her expression of disgust whenever Anira starts eating the raw fish.
From the head first.
And just, oh, okay, well, I'm glad y'all are not in need of anything. During these parts of the conversations, Rolk, you'd follow suit, and you would see that Torg's shop, they take it over to the town hall where they have this sort of stable set up. The stable's in like an enclosed barn type setup, and she's gonna put the dogs into a very large kennel, each of them separated in their own kennel. The kennel's like twice the size as the dog itself, and she's gonna put all the dogs and the wagon inside of the stable, and they're gonna have their own lock and lock that stable shut. And then you're gonna see all the guys that were with her are going to head toward the tavern, while she walks back toward the shop that's at the front of the town.
Okay, so at least now kind of know where they keep their stuff and they're staying. Okay.
And as she turns to help the two that just sat down at this table, you guys will hear the door open and a group of 5 familiar faces will walk in and take a seat at this table right here. And she's gonna say, "Oh, welcome to the tavern. Is there something I can get for you all?"
I'm gonna give Lily a look. And then I'm just gonna be like, oh, yes, well, I was actually wondering if I could, I have this, flute here. Would you mind if I performed?
You're welcome to, I guess. There's no promise if that'll do anything for you.
Well, I mean, it's just wanted to I just thought it'd be a little fun thing to do, but I promise I'm not bad.
Well, like I said, you're always welcome to give it a go. I don't oppose to music played in here, but it's been a while since someone brought some music inside the tavern, so best of luck. Aside from your
Well, in
flute,
that case, I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
she's gonna turn her attention to Lily. Is there anything I can get for you?
Yes, I'll take the outsider special.
Oh, okay.
I guess she'll go over here. Is this like what is this place?
That's supposed to be like a, like when you go to a restaurant, like the waitress or the hostess stand type thing. It's one of those.
Oh, okay, then in that case, where should she go? I guess she'll just go right here. I guess, just close enough
By
to
the front
hear.
door. After taking
It's
Lily's
in
order,
the front door.
I said you're
No.
right. I said you're right by the front door. But
Okay, I'll go a little
after
bit right there.
taking Lily's order, she's gonna come over here. Oh, I didn't even see the new face sit down with our friend Jonas here, or what do they call him? What's his name again? Janus? Janus. Is there something I can get for you?
One ale and one for good man Jonas here, Janus.
So 2 ales?
Right.
Okay. Well, we'll get that for you right away.
Thank you.
As she goes, you guys will hear her say, "And I'll be right with you, men. Just a little bit." You'll see the men are like shaking snow off of their coats and such.
Should
Yeah, I just wanted to say
roll
that,
performance?
Yes,
Sorry.
you gotta roll performance to play your
Okay.
flute and see how people react to that. Sorry, someone else had
Yeah.
a statement, Sombra or
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I just wanted to say that Rolk would be like keeping his distance, but making sure that he keeps tabs on Torgs herself.
You're gonna watch Torga.
Did she go into the pub with the men?
She didn't go into the pub. She went to that shop at
Yeah.
the front, the buried treasure place.
The town hall, yeah.
They sent
Yeah.
her in.
Yeah, so I'll just be kind of tailing Torga at this point since all of her men went there.
Okay.
Okay,
And you're just tailing, right? You're not confronting or anything?
No, not saying anything to her, just kind of looking like I'm minding my own business, but keeping a side eye on her.
At this point, I'm halfway through the raw fish, and I'm just sucking on the bones as I chew off the meat.
Okay.
Okay, it is a dirty 22, by the way.
A dirty 22. Okay. That's you guys see Via set up over near the front door on the side with her new flute. Kind of finagles with it for a minute to get it set up, and then just begins playing it just pretty flawlessly. A very flawless flute. I guess solo is what a flute would be.
I guess so, yeah.
Or a song. I mean, when it's one instrument, it's always a solo, right? So,
Yeah.
So yeah, she starts playing a song. Is there a particular song that you're playing, maybe?
I wouldn't know.
Or it
They're
calls out,
dwarves,
"Play roll
right?
out the barrel."
They're dwarves, right? Since I know Dwarvish, could I have a history check to see if I know any songs that are, like, of usual Dwarven, like, common Dwarven ancestry or whatever?
Roll history, I guess, for your memory.
Okay. Okay. What is my history as well? That is... Okay. I'm getting really good rolls. That is another 22, dirty 22.
Wow. All right, dirty 20. Of course it's dirty, but yeah, you'd probably know like a dwarven style tone to the flute playing.
Okay, yeah.
But these guys aren't dwarves. Only Torg was, but anyway, it's fine.
Oh, that's not a dwarf?
Nope, they are.
I thought that was.
They are all human in race. But the
Alright, whatever.
hostess went around and gave everyone. Anira, you got your steamed fish. Lily got the outsider special, and the 2 ales were dropped off at Lara's table. And she's just gonna go over here and talk to these guys. Some of them are watching Via play the flute as she tries to take their order.
Yeah. Where am I? Yeah, I'm gonna be, like, listening in as I'm trying to do the flute, you know?
Ooh, that's perception with disadvantage then.
Perception with disadvantage. Alright. Well, Lara is also there, so hopefully I'm good.
I'm listening.
Perception. That would be, 12.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear anything over your flute. As these
Damn.
2 are making their way out of the tavern, they each toss a silver down at the floor where you're playing.
Nice.
And make their way out.
I'll stop for a second to, like, just, like, thank them and then go back to it. Well, at the very least, I'm offering it.
But yeah, Lara, you said you wanted to listen in? You can go ahead and do that.
Roll perception then.
Yep.
I also was like listening in.
Okay. Roll perception.
Just like kind of roll.
If you're listening, then roll perception.
Okay. Me as
17.
well.
15.
What is the dice again? I'm so sorry.
It's a d20 plus your perception roll. So for you, Lily, that is a +4. So d20 plus 4.
Eight.
You're having a lot of trouble hearing them over Janos's the soup. Every time core information's about to be said, you just hear.
This app is so mean.
I had a 17. What did I hear?
Yeah, I was gonna go with that. But yeah, Sabra, you hear them ordering their food. They all get ales and they're cheering and they sound real abrasive and rough guys. But you do hear one of them say, "What are you gonna be ordering, Sefik?"
Oh.
And what is the order?
Yeah, what is the order?
And then this guy at the bottom, he just goes, "Let's get a round of adventurous picks for all the men here." And she'll nod and go, "Yeah, it's a great choice. I'll bring that out for you. Round of ale and a round of steaks." And she'll make her way back to the kitchen.
Wait. As he's walking by, I want to flag down the bartender. Yeah.
I brought it back.
Yeah.
All right. You flag them as they
I
turn
will
around.
flag him down.
Mhm.
And be like, I'm a like, do the single finger to indicate him to lean in. And I'm gonna be like,
She'll
hey,
lean
you
closer.
seen that? You see that fine-looking man over there at that table? Points to this Suffolk.
Well, I see a man.
Well, could you bring him a drink on me?
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess so. What type of drink?
Just whatever you normal people drink.
What do you mean, you normal people? She'll just leave. She'll say, all right, I'll get the harshest shot we got.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
So when Anira pointed at Sefik, did you like stick your whole arm out, like making it obvious, or were you just kind of like under the table trying to keep it real?
Well,
like...
I have a 22 in performance, so I think he'd be paying attention to me at least.
Oh, hold on.
So-
Let her
Oh,
answer.
okay. That's fair enough.
Alright, but we want answers, so I might as well attempt flirting, even though I have no charisma. It's fine.
And
I
3
mean,
feet
you
tall.
already sent the drink over. I mean, that's
I know, it's gonna be great.
Oh my god. This guy is gonna think you're a random child.
I am not child, I am adult. I am full adult. I am 28 years old.
You guys will see the tavern keeper come back and give all the guys their ale, and she'll be holding like a shot glass with this like dark amber looking liquid in it. And she'll walk
when I see her kind of starting to hand out the drink, Summer's gonna like kind of scoot her chair a little bit more to the side, just so it makes it, when the bartender points at whoever got him the drink, it does not cut. It's very obvious it was not me who did it.
You're gonna see her give the shot to the guy and just point over straight to Anira, and he'll just look over and he'll just, at first he'll lift the shot glass, with a thanks, and then he'll see her where she's like looks like a literal ice child, and he'll just slowly lower the glass and just.
Rude! I just smile and wave and wink at him. Oblivious to his face.
He just awkwardly nods and
Alright.
Takes the shot.
Alright, fuck it, man. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up my thing, and then I guess I'll walk over and I'll be like, oh, well, hello, we meet again. You guys are...
Before I go into Via, Rock,
Okay.
you've been out there for a minute. Would you like to jump in with something?
Just trying to probably see if I can tell what Torgs would be doing in the shop that, like it was pointed out, clearly professed to
Well,
hate.
yeah, you
I just try to maybe see in a window or
Okay, you're watching
or
through. I was
something
gonna
from a
ask
little
if
bit
you
of a
went
distance.
in or watched through. So through the window, you just see her buy what looks to be pretty standard supplies. You know, a big old bag of like dried meats and some fruits and bread. And
Yeah.
some basic rations, and then she buys like like a plank of wood. You know, repairs and such, and a couple
Yeah.
empty sacks. She's basically just restocking here at the shop, and once she gets all of her stuff, she pulls out this bag where she seems to put everything in, and it all just fits in this little bag, just magically.
Ooh, bag of holding.
And
Bag holding.
you'll see her
Fascinating
take
bag.
that bag, put it back in her pocket, and she has this little thing where she ties her pocket shut, and then
Okay.
she's going to leave the shop.
Yeah, I'll just, as I see her like leaving, like as she's getting ready to leave, I'll just get ready so that I'm walking into the shop and kind of looking the other way, so maybe she won't recognize me.
You don't want to get recognized. Okay.
Not if I can help it.
We'll see. Let's see. Oh, I already got her thing open.
This is Rolf trying to be sneaky.
Perception is wisdom based. Okay. Roll stealth, just so I know if you hit your face or not.
Oh dear God. I get
Real quick.
disadvantage.
Real quick, Dan, can we say this is maybe like a short rest or something, or have we been like
Yeah, this could count as a short rest if anyone wants to roll
Okay.
the dice and stuff. You guys have been hanging out for a while.
I got 14.
Your stealth does beat. Wait, you said you need a disadvantage, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot to click disadvantage. I don't know why it only rolled once. No, I got an 8.
An 8. So with that, you did not. Your armor gives you away as she opens the door to
Yeah.
head out, and you're coming in. She just hears the clank of the armor, which is the same that she
Yeah.
heard back when she met y'all, and she'll look and go, "Ah, it's you again. Well, we closed up shop for the day, but I see you're heading into the basic shop."
Yes, just need to pick up a couple of things. I'm sure you understand. What brings you to this shop? Surely you must have supplies of your own.
Just gotta, say hi to the other shopkeepers and make face, that's all.
Make face. Okay. Rock clearly doesn't understand this term.
Maybe you don't know, it's no worries, but, just doing shopkeeper stuff. We closed down for
yes.
the evening, so I hope you're not looking to buy anything, but, we'll be reopening in the morning, and we'll be leaving just around the end of twilight.
Yes, of course. I will notify my companions if they had wished to purchase something.
Alright, well, maybe I'll see you in the morning, but I best be heading off.
Yes. Have a good night, Torga.
You as well. And she starts heading down the road toward the well that you were at originally.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head. Probably now knowing, I'm getting the confirmation that that they're not leaving, and probably will have time. Rolf will make his way over to the tavern now to meet up with the others and tell them anything that he learned, which really wasn't much, but enough, I suppose.
Key information is always good information, so.
Any
Right.
information
Mhm.
was more than we had before.
Yeah.
I think Via's about to something. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'm gonna float up to the table, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, it's you guys again. I saw you on the road over to Bremen. I heard from the. Actually, I didn't hear. Never mind. I forgot I didn't hear. Um,
He'll look over. Just kind of look down at you.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's just kind of sitting up now. And she'll just go, well, how, I assume you're Cephik, yourself, correct?
Who gave you my name?
Oh, no. Okay, so hold on, sorry, wait.
This is the second time your group has brought my name up. And it was one of the first things you've asked about when you first ran into us. And then what is that, a child that sent me a shot? What is this?
Oh, sorry, I'm
Or
not
is this
affiliated with her.
Slinking down in the chair, just like
we were
trying to
just
disappear.
you know, with my pillow, me floating around and all that, I tend to try and group up with other people just so it's easier to get between towns to towns. I'm not exactly affiliated with her, just kind of you know, riding along. But I actually, you know, I heard rumors about you being pretty good at your craft, at least when it comes to like magic items and all that. Is that correct?
I'm not sure where you heard that. I mean, I believe I'm good at my craft, good enough that Torga trusts me as her right hand. But what is it to you?
Right. Well, I come from a school that's about magic. You know, I'm always trying to learn more about these magic items. I'm always trying to learn about all these new things, and you know, I'm stationed here because of my school actually. So I was trying to find some people who may help me with you know, researching things around here, and I was told that you would be my best shot. I was told that you were probably the best of your you're the best of the best almost. So I thought that you know, tracking you down, hopefully, or at least meeting you along the way would be, at least you could give me a few pointers about a few things here and there. You know how school stuff is, right? You've been to, I'm sure someone of your stature, and I am assuming wealth, has definitely been to school, correct?
Roll deception.
Okay.
Do you like a shovel so you could help shovel more of that in there? I mean, heck
I
no.
was thinking about making it disadvantage for Yappin, but but no, it's okay.
She does have 18 in charisma. I just don't. I have a 1 in charisma IRL. I do not know how to.
You're okay. It's all good. Go ahead and roll your deception.
Just pretend she's being smooth about this, please. Okay. All right. Deception. All right. 17. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
30-20. Well, I'm sorry to say that you've kind of wasted your time. I did not go to a school, and all of my training is, well, let's call it first-hand.
Ah. Well, I mean, the first-hand experience is the best experience, I'd say. I mean, you don't exactly have to be at a school. I just assumed maybe you were.
Yes, I would say first-hand experience is quite useful. For instance, you're getting some right now. Can you explain why you're currently in danger?
What? In danger? I mean, I wouldn't see why I'd be in danger. This is a tavern after all.
Taverns. A place of sleep, food, and brawls.
I don't see why we would have to, why I would be in any sort of brawl as of right now. I'm just trying to look for information about magic.
Well, you float
but we're
over
gonna
here
flip.
on your pillow after playing your flutes. And what, you think that because you could play a song, you could just approach any table you wish?
Well, I wasn't told that, I mean, I wasn't really told that I would be in any danger by approaching you. I was just told that you were of the best. It's my bad. I didn't know.
Rock,
I didn't know
walk in
that
at
you.
this point while she's backing off with this.
I wasn't. Look, how about here? for no bad air, how about I just get you a drink, all right? How about that? Just
Alright.
any drink on the menu. I'll pay for it.
Yeah. I'll be sure to tell the tavern keeper to put our ale on your tab. How's that sound?
Sure, yeah.
Rock's just gonna kind of walk up behind her and say, Via, is there a problem here? Are these men
Oh
giving you a
no,
hard time?
no problem. I was just finishing up having a lovely conversation with this lovely man over here. I I'm just gonna go now.
Yeah, and as she walks away, Rock will just say, so long as we're sure there's no misunderstandings. And then he'll just kind of walk away to go join some of the others here. Probably sitting down with Alara because she's closest, even though she's with a stranger. They'll just sit down and nod to a stranger.
Just so everyone's clear, it's just Lara.
Lara, okay,
I keep hearing Alara.
just
It's
Lara.
just Lara.
Yeah, it's just because it
Well,
has an
there's
E
an
at the
E
at
there.
the part.
Silent E. That's all.
It's
Silent
silent.
E?
Yeah, it's an elf name, but I grew up among humans, so I figure nobody knows how to pronounce it, except
Lara.
apparently everybody does. Either is fine with me.
I'm gonna be looking at my coin purse and kind of like giving off a sigh because I've been spending a lot of money recently trying to damage control.
Does anyone want to do any type of checks right now? Perception, insight.
What was the results of my perception check trying to listen in on them? It was a 17.
I mean, that's how you confirm that Seth was at the table, and then Via approached with that. But I mean, if anyone wants to do something else, like a different type of check, or if you guys want to, does anyone want to say anything else to him, or anything like that? And again, it does
I
count
think we
as
better leave him alone.
it does count as a short rest right now. So if you wanted to roll your hit dice, you're welcome to. Don't forget to add your con modifier, and then update your token.
I'm just gonna sip my ale slowly, make it look like I'm drinking more than I am.
Okay.
I see we rolled 2 hit dice, Laura. You should only have 1 right now.
Yeah, I goofed. I just used the first one.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Well, that's it for everybody, I guess.
How much silver did I spend with
You
these
spent-
people?
You spent 2 gold to get the flute. That's the only thing.
No, I mean with the ale. I'm
Oh.
assuming I'm paying ale for everyone.
Well, for the 5 there, yes.
Yeah.
You might have just yelled round for the house at that point.
She'll drop off the food for these guys, and then shortly after turn around to Via. Hi, they said that you'll be covering their ale. Is that correct?
Yes. How much would that be?
Oh, that'll be 8 silver. I'm sorry, 5. It'll be 1 gold or 10 silver, whichever works for you.
Okay, yeah. In that case, 1 gold. Yeah, that should be fine. Could I get another ale just for Sefik?
Yeah, that'll be another 2 silver on top.
Yeah, sure. So that's 1 gold plus the 2 silver. So that's okay. Yeah.
And then she's gonna go around to everyone else and let you all know that your prices, which Lily, it was I think that's 2 gold for yours, and then for just the fish, it'll be 13 silver or a gold and 3 silver, because 1 was cooked and 1 wasn't. Sombra, the tea is just 2. I'm sorry, it's just 2 copper, I believe is what I put down in there.
Mhm.
Your Sombra, your tea.
Yeah.
2 copper.
Yeah, I got it.
And then she'll go over here. Oh, another face joins the table. What is it I can get for you, sir? Rock, talking to you.
Sorry, I guess I was muted.
All good.
I would like an ale and whatever you have that has meat in it.
Oh, well, we do suggest the fish around here, so I'll get you an ale and a fish.
Wait, it's not knucklefish, is it?
No, it's not knucklefish.
Okay, then I will have the
It
fish.
can be. Oh, you don't want that? Okay.
No, thank you. No.
Okay. And she'll go get that. So before we continue, does anyone want to take like a 5 break real quick? 5 minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably could.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to go to the little barbarian's room.
All right, back in 5.
Yeah, we'll pick it back up around 53 to 55 after.
Oh boy.
I'm going to be dropping suggestions into the Roll20 chat since this new team situation.
Uh,
not a Nira that says that, then I don't want it.
I don't know anything if it's never that says that.
He stole my man.
Ooh,
That'd be great.
I don't think she can kick over a table, but yeah.
She can try, which would make it even.
You
funnier.
can always do a strength check.
You can always try, which would be even funnier. Just
Yeah.
to fail
Yeah.
that. Just let me know when everyone's back, and then we'll pick it back up.
I'm back.
All right, we got Lily, we got Laura, we got Via.
I'm here.
We got Anira. Rock and Sombra, you both back? Just one more minute.
Make sure you read the chat in here. We got a line for you in an action.
Yeah.
Oh, me? Oh, for Anira.
What?
No, Anira.
Oh.
All right, I am back.
All right, Sombra, you back?
Alright.
Perfect.
I wanna. Oh wait, I'll wait until everyone's back.
That's all right. Yeah. Sombra, if you are back, you are muted. I don't know if you know that.
Nope, just barely got back.
Okay, cool. No worries. Okay, so before we get right back into it, I do want to remind you guys that they did want confirmation that he's the guy before you handle anything. So, however you will.
Yeah, so how the fuck are we supposed to do this?
I gotta say, tail him and see what he does.
Can I retcon that I was gonna give him extra ale and just give it to me?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll have
I need a drink!
While you guys are doing this, this group is going to make their way out here. They're heading to the back.
Oh. Okay.
Lily is gonna ask Via what she thinks about maybe going to their shop tomorrow when they open up again and seeing if they sell any unconventional weapons. Because wasn't a weapon like wasn't that an ice pick? What what was the weapon used?
So he's not holding any weapon. Oh, I'm sorry. The weapon that was for all the murders. It
Yes.
was an ice dagger through the chest.
Ice dagger.
And all of them.
Well, if we're talking about an ice dagger, I mean, that's gotta be magic, obviously. I mean, not only does he work with magic, but I couldn't think of any ice daggers that would, you know, not melt away after a little bit. So it's hard to. I don't know if maybe they were just not giving us enough details about the fact that the knife melted or anything, but it's gotta be magic.
Janos is gonna stand up after finishing his soup. Well, you both take care. I'm gonna head out now.
Safe. Have a good night, Janice.
All right. All right, you guys can continue what you're doing.
Okay.
All right.
I want to.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take whatever drink I have. I'm gonna chug it, slam it on the table, and then get up and walk up to them.
She's gonna be back with the round of
Oh, no.
steaks for everybody and give everyone their food. And she dropped off the ale for Via as well on her way.
Pia
And
is just
she'll look
seeing this
around
and she's just gonna chug it.
she's
And
gonna.
Nira has a mischievous gleam in her eye as she approaches them with a smile.
She's just the tavern keeper's just gonna tell the guys. Well, I hope you all enjoy your food. Let me know if you need anything. And then
We're
she's
just gonna
gonna
get up
leave.
and move over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Via's
Rock
chugging
will
chugging
come.
the ale right now.
Rock will just
And
come sit down with his companions here and sort of in a low voice
And
tell
then
them
back
about
up.
what he saw out there with Torgs going to the other shop with supplies
As
and stuff, and explain. Tell at least Lily and Via that they will be here for the rest of the night, but they're leaving tomorrow.
as you guys are moving around the tavern, and Anira's coming up, you'll see that a couple of the guys are watching where the parties are going. But Anira, you can do whatever it is you're about to do.
I didn't. I accidentally clicked that. I'm sorry.
alright, Anira is going to swiftly hop up onto the table and look down at them to get a little bit of a height advantage, which isn't much even standing on the table. There's still gonna be about like waist height on her.
Mhm.
But she's gonna look at them and be like, which one of you is the strongest?
Oh
They're gonna look between them. The two on the end of the table, you're gonna love this. They both go to just like swipe you off, but due to your height and like your overall smaller stature, they both miss completely. And one of them even accidentally throws his plate on the ground, and he just because he rolled that one, and he's gonna stand up and he's like, "I guess that'll be me, 'cause you just ruined my night."
Can I do a perception check to see how strong he is?
Yeah, you can do a perception check.
Alright. Before I do anything stupid.
Too late.
Perception is that will be an 18.
Um, he really isn't all that strong. He's pretty lower tier, to be honest. Rock, are you shooting somebody? What's this?
He said ignore it.
Oh, he said ignore. Okay, I was like, what is it?
no! Rock just shoots someone.
I was like, wait a minute, what is it? So,
Escalated quickly.
but yeah, with your perception, you can see that he's a pretty standard built dude.
Go for the balls. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna be like, are you sure you're the strongest?
And he'll
Dang.
draw his scimitar. Are you sure you want to keep talking? Everyone will hear as multiple like utensils smack down onto the tables, and multiple of the men all stand up.
I have an emergent situation that I need to step away. I apologize.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Do
will
you,
be back as
fine.
soon as possible.
do you need us to pause or?
I don't know how long this will take.
Okay.
Okay.
Hope shouldn't be more than 10 minutes. I
Okay.
apologize.
That's okay.
I will be back.
Yeah, life happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
Okay.
Okay.
No
So
worries.
we'll
food
retcon
order.
that. We'll retcon that for a moment, and we'll say Anira will approach afterwards. So, does anyone want to do anything before Anira, I guess, starts a fight?
Maybe
I
go
mean, I
over and
guess
warn
I'm
these
just-
other
Oh, yeah.
folks to get out of here. Maybe, hey, things aren't looking too good. You may want to finish up and get out.
The tavern keeper. What do you mean? This place looks great.
Yeah. I'm just
That's
going to
not so
apologize
bad.
in advance.
They're
Just
just
going to apologize in advance.
I guess Bia is just drinking her ale normally now that that was retcon.
Let me roll perception for the tavern keeper, see how smart she is. Okay. She'll look around at the group and everything, and she'll just, and she'll hand the key to these two, and just suggest that they go ahead and head to their room for a bit, which they will appease that and head to their room, which will be this one in the back up here.
I'm just gonna tell send the bill to the blue one, short blue one. Okay. Not on me.
I'll be sure to do that. She's gonna go to the back as well.
All the
Okay.
innocents out of the way.
So, Laura, you did your thing. Anyone else?
No, I mean, Rourke will just be like talking about like, you know, this place isn't so bad. Like in between like mouthfuls of fish, it's like, you know, this fish isn't so bad. It's not bad like the way those knucklefish are. Those are kind of sour. This one, it has a sort of a sweet but salty taste. It's a very good fish.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to have any fish just yet, so
Did you
I mean,
order
I don't
fish?
think I did.
You
I
only
did not order.
You only
I did
ordered
not
ale,
order fish.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I just like I'm sitting facing you guys. I don't really. I'm not even really paying attention to anything behind me right now. So I'm just sitting there peacefully eating fish. Like, you know, I had fish like this once. My mother made it for me.
Oh. Well, back where I used to live, we didn't really. We were kind of hunter gatherers. I guess we maybe had a fish one or two times, but we're just having this conversation about our childhood right as a fight's about to break out.
wait, you guys don't know that Anira technically hasn't left yet. So as far as
Okay,
you know,
fair
Anira
enough.
is sitting calmly by. Maybe not calmly. I'm sure she's sitting by Sombra, her leg just bouncing. Just
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just itching.
I'm catching the bad vibes emanating off her already. Is there like anything that I can hear these guys having a conversation about that may be of interest, or is it just sort of like, they're just talking about more of the same?
You're listening, and they are just the sloppiest eaters. You just hear.
Gross.
Gross.
Kill them.
Does that include Sefik too? Like, I know he's already like probably on edge, but is he like,
Sefik's
looking over his shoulder?
Sefik's the only one actually cutting his steak. Everyone else is just biting it like it's a meat cookie.
Does he seem to like be kind of like looking over his shoulder a little more than the others? Just because I think we might have put him on edge with the
Sefik himself
like...
is very calm. It might actually be a little scary how calm he is considering what y'all have already done.
Okay. I just have my eye on him, and I'm also, I mean, what's it sort of like? Oh, they're just eating sloppily. Then I'm just sort of trying to listening in onto the conversation my companions are having. That way, I can kind of be on the same page and interject as need be.
Okay. Right. Well, anyways, as I was saying, yeah. Well, we, us ourselves, back when I was home before I went to the school, we were kind of hunter-gatherers. I mean, you can probably guess from. Have you heard stories of Faerun? Not Faerun. It's Feywild.
Feywild. I heard it was just a myth that sometimes the small boys of my tribe who misbehave will get taken by the evil Fae. That's all I know.
Oh, well, I assure you I'm not evil, but I am from there. And,
Is it true that that's what happened to Ymir? Did he get taken there when he was a boy? I never believed that story.
Ymir? Oh, well, I don't actually really do the kidnapping or anything. I'm a satyr.
But it happens.
Like, I mean, I guess it's, some of the other people are pretty prone to tricking other people, but I haven't heard of any kidnappings or anything. That's more of like the fays, like the little guys with the little wings, the little girls.
Yes, the little fairies. Yes, those are the guys.
I haven't been in contact with one of those, but when I was in the Feywild, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that does happen. So
the legends are real, and the Fae really do sometimes take people. This is such a world I did not know existed.
Like the fairies, not me. The satyrs don't don't do that.
No, not the ones with the horns. They are the good guys if they have horns. Is what you're saying to me?
Well, okay, if they're very small and they have wings, you can assume they're trying to kidnap you.
Okay, Rock will say, and just kind of like point at you, like, okay.
Oh, and don't.
Like, he's gonna be on the lookout for anybody small with wings and.
Right, and also another bit of advice: don't give them your name. Also, don't ask for the name. And if you see anything weird in like the wild, like a spinning leaf or something like that, something that would otherwise be mystical, that's a fey trap. Don't go towards that.
Fascinating. They set traps.
Yeah,
You
don't
must
give
tell me
them your
more about
name.
these creatures.
Don't
This
ask
is
for the
amazing
name.
information.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna find any fairies around here, but just in case,
It
it's
it does
always
not
nice to
seem the
know.
place. Most of
Yeah.
the small winged creatures, such as birds, have already migrated.
Yeah, well, also they're not birds, they're
I do not.
fairies.
I do not know if they will ever come back if the night does not lift.
Lara, can you roll a perception to see how much this conversation that you're picking up? And Lily, remember you're right there if you want to join in. Same for Thief Sombra.
That'd be 24.
Okay, you're
Oh.
hearing the whole conversation, even from across. So you're
Alright,
Yeah, these
okay.
ears aren't just for show.
yeah. But yeah, you guys. Sorry, I didn't. You guys can continue. And yeah, Lily and Sombra, if you want to chime in, you can. Welcome to.
No, I'm just sitting there shaking my head, just pondering about the whole thing.
Yeah,
Sense
same
of
here.
impending doom.
I
What
think
about
we sort of like we sat in like different tables, so I feel like it's just if we just like get up, move over here to this table, or just start clearly interacting with him, it'll just like this guy's already suspicious of us, so I'm trying to give him less reason to be so.
yeah, what about you? Both of you actually. What about you? What did you guys come from another dimension?
Me, no.
Talking to me? Or?
I'm talking to
I am from.
Lily and
I am from
Ralph.
here. I am from
Ah,
here. Well,
okay.
not here, but to the east of here.
Oh.
It's an
Right.
offshoot of the tribe of the elk. We're the tribe of the moose.
Oh, you talked about moose, didn't you? Yeah.
Many much moosin'.
Ooh.
Lily.
Well, I mean, the tribe of the elk, they take up much of the elk hunting, We had to find different animals and a herd of moose, so we started following them.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. What about you, Lily?
I mostly live in the wilds now. I grew up in a small village, but it burned to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Do you? Oh, Kitty. Do you know who? Sorry. Are you aware of who did it, or is it like kind of
No,
a
I woke up in the middle of a hunting trip to the smell of smoke, and when I returned, I found my village burned to the ground with no traces of who did it.
Ugh. Yeah, that sounds very unfortunate. I'm really sorry you had to go through that.
It's taught me to adapt.
Yeah, that is a way to. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this.
You're totally fine.
Like I said, I have a 1 in like charisma IRL. But anyways,
Just respond with what feels
she'll
natural. That's all.
yeah,
Yeah.
she'll just kind of put her hand on her shoulder and like pat her.
Lily will nod and continue eating
Yeah.
because she is also very awkward, but also her character is awkward.
I have a really charismatic person, and it's really weird because I am not charismatic IRL, so I'm trying to adapt to that.
Just respond according to what feels natural. No worries. You're good.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Ralph, you said Torg was with the shopkeepers. Was she not?
He'll kind of lean in and he'll say, well, you went to the one shop. You remember the one she told us only had junk. But she went
Oh.
there to purchase her basic supplies. She got this bunch of meat and some
Oh.
sacks and a piece of wood. She placed
And
it all
you
into the
said
most
sacks?
amazing thing. Yes, sacks, like bags, like canvas bags, like sacks for grain, but there was nothing in them. They were empty. She
Oh.
placed them all inside the most amazing thing I ever saw.
Could
It is a
I
small small bag, and I'll start describing like the clearly a bag of holding, but Rock doesn't fucking know.
Would I have to
So he's
roll
he'll
to
just
know
start
what that
describing
is,
it.
or can I just say what it is since it's like a very common magic item, I'd say?
Roll. I'm gonna have Rock roll. I'm sorry, Rock roll a flat d20 real quick. Use your charisma
Just a flat
modifier.
d20.
Use your charisma modifier.
Oh, I can just roll charisma. Yeah,
Yeah, just a flat charisma modifier.
okay. Character sheet reloading for some reason. Hang
Let's
on one
see.
second.
You have a +2, so d20 +2.
Yeah, I just gotta let this load and then it'll do the thing.
Oh yeah, because you do the click rolls. We're trying to see how well you described it. Um, to
Yeah, I
go
got
with
you.
the history.
There you go. Yeah, I went to click back to roll 20 and apparently that had 6.
You can roll history with disadvantage via, as the
Alright,
explanation of
awesome.
this item is not clarified at all.
I got a nat 20, but it turned down to the thing. Okay, history. It's a 13.
Unfortunately, with a rough explanation of just sticking stuff into a bag, and it just seems to kind of fit. You're
Like, but
just
no, it was very small, you don't understand.
you can't remember exactly like what bags.
Yeah,
Like there's just so many different bags that do different stuff. It's hard to understand. Could just
yeah,
be could just be a big bag.
all Rock's really saying is like she took all the things and put them in one bag that looked smaller than it probably should have. You're just like,
Okay.
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 All right.
Well, yeah, well, I'm more interested in the sacks. Would you say that those sacks are... How many did she get?
I saw her get a few of them. I did not get an exact count, trying to keep watch in the
Oh,
window.
As you
I
guys are
see, I
discussing
There
see.
was
this, Lara does approach the table. If Lara wants to chime in.
I sit down, and I say to Lily,
Oh,
I grew
hello.
up in Neverwinter during the whaling death, so I know what loss is like.
What was the
Oh.
wailing death?
It was
We
a
did
very
not hear
bad
of that.
magical plague.
Magical
It's
plague.
good that you didn't. Magical one.
The isolation of my tribe, we do not hear of much.
You're better off with the moose sometimes.
Anyone that grew up with like society, like in cities and such, you would have known of like the plague, but there would have been a different name for it in every other city.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
It's
you,
good that you survived.
Are you referring to the spell plague? Is that what that is?
no, the spell plague was by the deities. This is the.
Oh, okay.
It was called I think it's called the Withering Plague. Is that correct?
This
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wailing
spell
Something like
plague,
that.
Wailing
even
plague.
someone like
Yeah, it
Rock
was
would
whaling
be
death.
familiar
Yeah, it was
with
whaling
the
death.
spell plague.
Wailing death, yeah.
It was basically a plague that hit Faerun and major cities mostly, but a couple other small areas, and
Raise...
people basically just withered away.
I'm gonna ask this basically all the time, so you should probably get ready for this hell you're gonna be in, DM, but would I know specifically what the name would be?
No, because you aren't even from this world, so what do you know?
Yeah, but I still studied magic, so I probably would have heard tale of a powerful magic
I mean, you would
taking
know
over
of.
cities.
Everyone knows of the spell plague, but I don't think you would have known about this because I didn't say it was a magic plague. I said it was a plague. Not everything's magic. Some people just get sick.
A wailing death?
Wailing death, it's still a plague.
That sounds like magic.
Everything sounds like magic. You're in a magical
Fair enough,
world.
whatever, man.
Sometimes it's
From
just
what I
germs.
recall the backstory, it was magical, but I could be wrong.
I don't recall. I thought it was a non-magical one.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll double check it, but
That's why I said it was a magical.
Alright,
It doesn't
well,
really matter.
either way, Avia will just go, oh, I'm very sorry that you went through that as well. I extend my condolences to you.
Yes, well, that's when I left Neverwinter and started wandering throughout the countryside. I couldn't stand to live in the city of my birth any longer.
I see. Yeah.
Lily nods
What do you
somberly.
mean, man?
How did you survive?
Just
Okay.
luck, I suppose.
Yeah, that's well.
It's good that you did.
Well, if you do the Avray thing that I showed you on Discord, then it won't do that. I think it gives you an 8 minimum on there.
So you're right.
So
It
I
was.
would say 8.
Sorry.
8 is a minimum stat. I don't think you should have a 4, bro.
Yeah, 8 is the
Use
minimum.
intelligence and be a barbarian. Fuck it.
Rock, Rock, I think you are unmuted and talking to someone else.
It'd be funny.
Rock, are you there?
Yes,
Can you hear
because
us?
3
Rock.
intelligence.
Rock.
Hang on, I'm getting called here.
Yeah, you were not muted. We heard everything. Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. Sorry, guys.
It's all
Sorry, I
good.
thought I hit mute. I hit unmute.
All good.
Oh, there's
My
more.
roommate Tony was talking. I'm sorry. Oh
Wailing
God.
Death was a magical disease, but it's not like casting magic. It's just a disease, and it was a while back. So
All right, fair enough.
Mhm.
I'll leave it alone.
Elves live that long time.
Yeah.
hmm But anyways, you guys can continue.
Yes, sorry.
Well, Lily just said that it was good that she survived.
Ordained moment here.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
is.
I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Lost a
Rock
lot
would,
of friends, but then we half elves do, especially when we're raised among humans.
Right.
Rock would probably like lean in and like try to whisper and be like, "So that is the guy."
Yes, that is the guy. He very intimidatingly responded to his name. So I think that's his.
We don't
Was
know
one-
for sure yet. I would whisper. We don't know if
Yeah,
he's the
I'm also
murderer
whispering,
yet.
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. We're definitely gonna have to get some sort of person to takes the information out of them.
I saw where they're staying. Perhaps we could follow them when they leave here and gather information.
Hmm.
Get the evidence that we require.
I guess so,
I
but
say,
I
tell
don't want to risk bringing, having him have Torg again with because well, you know, if he's with Torg, then we're gonna be a little. It's just harder to cover up, I'd say. I don't know how to say that in a
Yeah.
nice
I
way.
think-
It'll just be hard to cover up.
If Sombra
Well,
can
we need
chime
to get
in,
him split.
she's
Yeah.
she's pretty much just gonna hammer on that. Just like we need to, if we are to engage with this, it's best we wait till he's isolated. I think the last thing we want is to cause a large scuffle with their entire trading group. Because who knows if they know what he's doing or not.
Then we will
Yep,
just wait
they could
here
be
until they
completely
leave
innocent.
and follow them. Yes.
I guess we'll just have to follow him, yeah.
Okay.
Or
What's
says to
his-
Sombra, you
Let's
think
go
like a
see.
ranger. I like it.
And he'll
I lived on
wink
my
at
own
Lily.
too, and she'll like
He'll
smile.
wink at Lily and Lara and be like, "Yes, this fish is most excellent." keep just chewing on his fish.
Rock, how knowledgeable is your tribe of the elk tribe?
Fairly, they would be fairly knowledgeable of them being like an offshoot. Most of our beliefs would be much the same.
Then you would actually have known about the Wailing Death, because it did infect specifically the elk tribe. There was a specific commander that took contaminated blankets specifically to attack the elk tribe.
Oh.
So
then
you would have known about that.
Yes. Yeah, I will relay that. I'll say I have heard of this Wailing Death, as you call it. We called it death, but it came for the elk tribe as well. Though we were too far north to be affected. It was a commander with infected blankets.
Well, it seems a
That's
lot
horrible.
of you have been affected by this terrible, terrible thing.
Yes, it's not something you get over easily. I've always found it hard to be around other people for too long because of it.
I see, yeah. Well, I hope we're not making you too uncomfortable, stringing you along like this.
I'm here of my own free will and enjoying it.
Well, it's always nice.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that Nero would have been back by the end of all the backstory stuff.
I think we're gonna have to forego Anira's plan and
Yeah.
just follow him.
Nero might just have to be antsy, I guess.
Lily
Yep.
leans forward and asks everybody else via earlier, which is, what do you all think about going to the shop tomorrow and asking about magical items or magical weapons they have for sale to see if there's any ice daggers that match the description of what we were told?
Do you really
That's
think
right.
that
Not
you
a
would be
bad
selling
idea.
the ice dagger?
But this ice dagger could also just be formed by magic. It might not be an actual weapon if it's left behind.
That is
Oh,
There
true.
could be a spell that pertains to ice daggers. I think I've heard of
There's
something like that.
Ice
There
knife.
is a spell about ice dagger, yeah.
Ice knife
So-
explodes.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
think we
talking about
should
that
tail
earlier
him
mentioned.
tonight.
yeah.
Maybe try to lure him into an
Well,
ambush, if anything.
Were we given knowledge if
corner
the
him,
dagger
He might give us
exploded,
information.
or?
The daggers were still in the corpse's
Oh,
chest, so
okay.
they never
So
exploded.
they didn't melt.
They didn't
Oh,
melt
they-
and
yeah.
they
They
didn't
melt.
explode.
So
Yeah.
it might
It
just
did.
be a magic weapon. But at the same time, it would be a little weird for old Cephik over there to
Leave it behind.
And if you remember,
Yeah.
Cephik is completely unarmed
loose
and
end.
wearing basically like sailing armor.
Yeah.
They are not
Look
dressed
at that
for the cold weather whatsoever, and they appear unarmed.
Yeah, Rolk
Yep.
will lean in real close, probably only via Lily and Lara would hear him. And he's gonna say, I have a way to get him separated if you want.
What do you
You
think?
want
good
to
to me.
confront him.
Yes.
Let's say it's an old tribe trick. You know,
What is it?
kinda. Well, I will get his undivided attention.
That's good to me.
I don't know how you're gonna do that, but I mean, better nothing, I guess.
What if you want
Other
to
than
get
chaos
him alone?
agents.
You want to get him alone, then
Yep.
just
Yeah.
wait a few minutes and I will get him alone.
Okay. What do you?
Gonna try your Moose Tribe Wileys on him?
Are we
I'm
just
gonna be-
going to ask him questions?
I'm
don't
gonna be
understand
looking at
Wiley's.
Ralk a little like suspiciously.
Yeah, and he's just gonna be casually finishing his ale. You could be sure that a member of a barbarian tribe, even one as holy minded as Ralk, probably wouldn't mean anything particularly pleasant about getting someone's undivided attention. Not chaotic the way that Adira is, but
Yeah.
he has his ways.
Tavern Keeper's gonna be walking by, a stack of empty plates in hand, and just kind of lean over. Is there anything else I can get for you all? I see you all have empty cups and plates.
No, nothing, thank you, Ralk will say loudly and hand her his plate cup. Stand up and make a little bit of a show about walking around the table just to walk past him and quote unquote accidentally kick his chair. Oh, I'm sorry. I would hate for there to be a misunderstanding, friend, he says, and then just starts walking out.
Dang.
Okay.
It's an alpha move.
That would be like intimidation. No. What would
So,
that roll be?
let's put you back. So
I
you
don't
kick
know.
that chair, and since he has
Yeah.
nothing in front of him or anything, the moment you kick his chair, he's gonna get up, turn around, and grab you right by the shirt.
Oh, good. Then I will try to grapple him back.
And you'll hear the screeching of chairs as everyone stands up from the table.
Here we
Moving.
go.
Sombra also stands up at this. She doesn't approach though.
Cephic's just gonna say, "You better watch where your feet go. You seem
Oh,
a
you
little,
have all of.
you seem a little clumsy for your own good."
Oh yes, clumsy, silly me. It seems you have a lot of friends.
I have acquaintances and people who work
It must
with me.
it must be nice to not have to handle things yourself. I'll say and like kind of give him a little wink.
He'll smirk. If you'd like, I could show you just how well I handle myself.
Or would you like to? Would you like to show me this?
Would you like that? I don't think you will.
Just fists then. You and me outside.
Sure, I'll come out unarmed, if that's your wish, and he'll let go
Okay,
to pushing.
Rock will say and unstrap his crossbow, put it on the
Can
table, take
can
his
I insight
warhammer
that?
off of his back, this huge like two-handed warhammer, set it down. He'll say, just fists then.
Can I insight the fact that this guy was saying, like, can I see if he's lying about the fists, the Sephic
Oh, I
Yeah.
fist?
never
The way he said like, oh, let's go unarmed. I don't know. I was getting a vibe from that, so I'll also be taking it.
Yeah, let me
Yeah, you
roll.
could do that. And
Sorry, I forgot
Okay.
as
to take
Raw
my short
confirms,
rest earlier, so I'll just heal up before I do
as
this, because I did.
Well, you said you do the inside checks, right? Or do you want me to do it?
oh yeah, that's right. And via you as well. So via you'll be my white
Dirty
die.
20.
Okay. Well, I was gonna. Okay. It was a.
And for me
Okay.
as well, if you could.
Okay. It's okay, guys. You guys get. You guys do get the heebie-jeebies about him saying it. And again, when Rock clarifies, just fist, he'll just say, unarmed approach. No worries. After you.
Unarmed approach.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rock will just walk right by and smirk at these dwarf dudes.
I'm gonna go
I
in
mean,
the room and out the window.
All of
this is
these
this is
people are going to follow right behind as Sefik leaves. And
it's not the
Sefik,
best idea, but you know, this is the best way to get someone's attention in the barbarian tribes is to call them out, see who the
uh,
tougher one is, and then you can talk after. This is the way that you do it.
so two of these guys, are we gonna move further this way, or we staying where we're at?
Wherever you want. Yeah, Rock will move further out into the snow and just sort of stand there and start just cracking his knuckles like.
I'm
Alright.
looking for a window,
Okay.
so place me wherever a window would be.
Like you
So
want
best.
to look through the window?
Yeah.
Okay. There's windows on the sides, which those aren't, you can't really see, but there's no windows in the front.
Okay, fine. I'll be at the front of the door.
Okay. These two dudes are looking this way to watch the back. These guys are watching this guy's watching the side, this guy's watching this way, while Suffolk approaches Rock. Sombra,
Yeah, Sombra's standing behind.
how,
She's standing behind Raw, kind of how these guys are like, kind of looking real intimidating behind Cephix. So she's trying to do the best she can is to look equally, like, get his back.
how'd you get back there? Did you like run
Oh
around
no,
them?
she followed them out,
Okay,
and then
follow
like
them.
as these guys stopped there, she kind of walked past them with Rolk and caught up to him.
Okay.
Kind of give him a pat on the shoulder. She has her shield in one hand and she's ready to draw a sword if it comes necessary.
All right.
Can Lily exit this window without breaking anything?
You can roll
I'm gonna
acrobatics to do so, which I was gonna say, Lara, also roll acrobatics to go out the window that you went out.
I'm gonna unequip my shield because I wouldn't have it in a fist fight.
Oh,
my acrobatics is really good.
The hammer
But let me roll.
crossbow, and shield are inside. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll leave
Okay.
them in there.
So your unarmed punches.
Show of good faith.
What is your thing? Rock, your strength is
Yeah.
okay. So your unarmed punches do 3 damage, no rolls or anything. But
4.
You do have 4 damage.
4 bludgeoning. Yeah.
Isn't it supposed to just be your modifier? Is it your modifier?
Yeah,
plus
it's just it's just the modifier.
Isn't it a 4 minimum?
No, the
No,
minimum
it's 1
is,
minimum.
Minimum
Well,
is
then I guess
actually
the
the minimum
3?
is 0 if you have a 0 to
0?
your modifier. But,
Okay. I don't know. It says
yeah.
4.
Huh? You have a +1.
Just on my regular unarmed strength.
You're a war cleric. That's why. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So you do 4 damage. You just have to hit. There's no rolling for the damage for you. That's just your flat number.
What dice for the acrobatic check?
The D20 plus your acrobatics,
Okay.
which
Okay, cool.
Lily, your acrobatics is
5.
a +5, and Laura, yours is a +3.
Yeah, I rolled a 17 with. Oh, well, I got a 17 with the
Yuck.
modifier. So.
Okay, you're fine. And
14.
a 14 total. Yeah, you guys can climb out the window with no issues, no worries. Um,
So
these guys
are
will
we
all
doing
have these
initiative?
guys. Yes, we're gonna do initiative. These guys will all have their crossbows, except for this one right here. As he sees Via pretty close, he'll have his scimitar out instead. They're just at the ready, watching the party that's watching them. I'm
What's
going to
what's Anira doing?
I'm gonna imagine Anira would come out around here, but if she gets back, I'll let her retcon that.
I think we can imagine what Anira might be doing. She might be doing what Rolk's doing before I even had a chance to.
Yeah, that is
She's
true.
probably humping the guy's leg at this point.
But before we get into the combat, remember, you guys are supposed to get clarification, guilty conscious thing before you do all the bit.
I got a 19 at this.
Try to capture him.
If you can.
Non-lethal damage.
Alright, here we go.
That is why I have my fists.
Alright, so these guys are that, and this guy is that. Alright, this guy is not great.
But if any of them decide to use any kind of spells or attacks, then I have a lot more than my fists.
I'm sorry, girl. Not right now. We already hung out. Oof, he's
But I'm ready whenever you are.
Should I be rolling initiative as well?
Yes, everyone needs to roll initiative.
Okay.
Girl. And I'll just let Nero roll.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, Lara
Love you
and
too.
Sombra got the same. Lara.
I think she has a higher dex, so I think she would go before me.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Lara's dex is that. Sombra, what's yours? Sombra, you need to roll off with me real quick.
Just a flat d20.
Yes.
17.
He got a 4, so you'll go before him.
Ooh,
If
Sombra
it comes
with
down
big
to the whole
rolls.
party.
Sombra putting on her big girl roll.
Jeez, I hope that I got another nat 20 like that, because in case this goes south.
Via your dex is higher, so 21. And then anyone else? No. I don't know where Nero would be, because I'm not going to roll for her, because she is coming back. But since this is starting out with a fight between just you two, let's just do that. So,
Okay,
actually that one
Ralph is
might
ready.
be too much. Let's do this one.
I don't
Well-
know if I can win, but I'm ready to try.
Yeah, I think I don't know if we're gonna forego everyone's turns beforehand, but at least just to say, Sombra's keeping an eye on Cephik. Like, oh, if I see him draw a dagger or something, then she's gonna like move in. I don't think I can like hold an attack or something like that, but she's holding a movement action to move forward.
So Cephic's going to crack his knuckles, and he's just gonna say, "So you wanted to see if I could hold my own, huh?"
Want to see if you can back up that mouth of yours.
I'm sure I
How
can.
tall is Cephik?
And since he goes before you, he's gonna take a step forward. He's gonna
I
first
just,
throw.
I just wonder how tall Cephik is.
Uh,
Do I look bigger? Does he look bigger?
do they give me a?
Don't know
height?
why that matters. It's just for my imagination.
No, yeah, it's not fair. They don't give me a height, so I imagine he's probably 6 foot even. I'd say.
Yeah,
He's
I'd say we're right around,
So.
pretty close to the same height. Then I might be a tiny bit bigger, but
Yeah.
okay.
He's first gonna go for a punch with his left hook, and that is going to be a 7. So I do believe that misses.
Yes, that misses. I'll just like dodge out of the way, just move my head back.
Right. And then I'm going to roll this before I say this. Okay. The second roll was worse, so he missed twice. So he goes for 2 punches and misses with both of them as you dodge them. And now
Oh,
it's your turn.
He gets 2 attacks. He is very mighty indeed. I will, having dodged out of the way, and leaning back in, I will swing with my right hand, try to make contact here.
Okay.
Why my roll not happen?
Oh,
Okay. No, it's good. 17.
Ooh, 17 does hit. So you dodge his 2
4
punches,
damage.
and then you come back and you get a nice one right on his jaw, dealing the 4 damage.
I will use my War Priest feature, and when I use the attack action, I can make another attack as a bonus
Okay.
action.
Go ahead.
That dice. 13.
That also hits. So you
So
follow
another
that.
4 damage.
You follow that jaw punch up with a punch to the gut.
Yeah, just the big right, and then the left swinging in.
And then he's gonna
Just
do his 2 punches back. Both of them definitely miss, with the better of the 2 being a 12. So once again, you dodge his 2 attacks. And yeah, now it's your turn again.
I will certainly attack. Roll. I'm guessing 21 hits for another 4.
Yes, it does.
And I will use my War Priest feature again to make another attack.
Alright, go ahead.
That'll be 13.
Alright. That's another hit, so you kind of...
Another 2 punches, just...
another 2 punches. Hit him, this one in the chest, another one to the jaw. This time the other way. He's gonna spit a bit of blood out onto the snow, and his smirk is gonna be gone. You'll see his hand... You'll see him...
In the meantime, Ralk has a big smirk on his face now.
You're gonna see his hand kind of like glow blue for just a moment before this next attack comes at you. And then this one is a 24. Does that hit?
It does.
Alright. So
Ooh.
his hand's gonna glow blue for a moment, and then it's going to come up. And when it comes up, you see that his hand has formed this dagger made out of ice that's going to get jabbed right into your arm. And right after it stabs into you, he's going to have it melt away so no one even sees it.
We didn't see the glowing light.
You saw the glowing light, but you didn't see a dagger or anything.
Yeah.
It just looked like he had a hell of a punch. But you'll be taking... You'll be taking 5 piercing damage along with an extra 4 cold damage.
Not quite enough. Not quite enough to kill me.
And then he's going to try and follow it up with a left hook, and that's only going to be a 10, so he'll miss with the punch after you get stabbed in the arm with a dagger.
I get stabbed in the arm with the dagger.
Taking a total of 9 damage, and he doesn't have a weapon on him, and the dagger melted right after it stabbed you.
Ralk is going to yell the words at his friends. Ice dagger! And that will be the words that I use for my bonus action to cure wounds myself. That will be the, I guess that's action, but I will action cure wounds myself.
Okay, that's fine.
And yell the words ice dagger.
Not for me.
8.
Can't make it through one fight without lying.
You can't make it through one fight without trying to kill, I'll say, and I don't have much for bonus action.
You heal 8, so you go back up to 9.
Yeah.
We can see an obvious slash wound on him, right? Like a stab wound.
Yeah.
You guys are all at a distance, so you would see blood.
Well, yeah, if you
would see blood, but I don't know if you'd see an actual
You would hear Ralk yell the words ice dagger and probably understand that means that this is the evidence that we were seeking.
You would have
we saw the flash of light, and then you shouting ice dagger.
And then blood.
and the blood.
Yeah.
And you heard his
I
response
trust what he
about it being
says.
a lie, but yeah, y'all can respond how you respond.
Yeah,
Well,
whatever.
we don't
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
this
Well,
guy.
we're already suspicious of him.
you
There's no reason for us
you
to
don't
take
you
him
don't
too
know
far to it
Ralph
right
yet,
now.
but you know that he wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
My
I mean, he
dark
puts up
vision
with
is
an ear.
also 60 feet, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not nighttime yet.
Oh, okay.
Even the very idea of deception is not something that is within
Yeah.
Ralph.
Yeah, I trust Rock. I'll attack on that.
All right, no worry. Hold on a second. I'm putting Anira in the combat. All right, Anira's in. So Alara, go. Or I'm sorry, Lara, you get to go. We're doing full turn order since everyone's going in. Everything's
This guy,
alright with Anira.
shoot at him.
Alright, go ahead.
That'd be a 7 to hit, which probably doesn't hit.
7 does not hit, no.
Okay. And I step back around. I punch back around the corner.
Okay, keeping
End of turn.
hitting.
End of turn.
Sombra, you are up.
Sombra's gonna move up. Hold on, I just don't want to make sure I'm not. That's definitely within 30 feet. Whatever. I'm gonna move up to here. She's gonna draw her longsword one-handed, and then she's just going to make a swing.
Okay.
If
Go for
could
it.
show up. Which one do I click? This one. Ooh, 16.
Ooh, a 16 does hit. You get to go ahead and do your damage. 7 damage.
7 damage.
So you run up and you respond to the ice dagger call out by drawing your sword, running forward and slashing, getting a nice gash right across the front of his chest area.
And then for the remainder of my movement, if I can, I just want to I think that's like 5 foot, and I haven't gone diagonal yet. So
Yeah.
if I understand your home ruling correctly,
Yes.
and then that is her round.
Which you can
Yep.
also do more than one diagonal. It's just it'll be 10 feet after the 1st
Mhm.
5 feet. So, but yeah, you
Okay.
you had plenty of movement. You only moved like 20 total. So.
Excellent. Well, that's my round. Yeah, just gonna interpose myself between him and his homies, and just back up my boy.
As everyone starts to attack and crowd around Sephic, his hand's gonna glow blue, but this time he's gonna take his other hand and kind of do one of these motions, and you'll see a longsword made of pure ice form in his hand. And he'll make his first swing at Ralk, which is gonna miss with a 10, and then he'll turn around and do a swing at Sombra, which is a 12, not any better.
Ooh.
It's a good thing this man sucks.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
So he starts swinging wildly with this new ice longsword that he's formed, and missed both of his
I don't
swings
have
as he
any
attempts to go
weapons.
for both of y'all. And Rock, it's now your turn, and yes, you do not have a weapon. Get the punching, I guess.
But I do have punches.
Mhm.
So 15 will hit him.
15 will hit him.
I will use my War Priest feature again for the 3rd time. I have 4 of them, so I will punch him twice. I just want to see if the second one hits. I guess I miss one.
7 will
So just
miss.
Just the 4 damage then.
Yep, 4 damage from the first hit, but he'll duck under your second swing before it hits. That does
Okay.
bring us to Anira, which I imagine 5, 10, 15, and I mean she's a monk, so she's gonna punch twice. So 1d20 for the first guy. 6 plus 6 is 12, which hits. So that will be 1d4 plus. Oh, she would have used her comma on this first one, so 1d6 plus 4, actually. 10 damage, so it gets a nice gash right across his face. Not quite deep enough to kill him, but he's got this big old mangled face, and she's gonna follow it up with a punch, which is gonna land, so that she'll get a nice cut across this guy's face, and then she'll follow it up with a punch that just completely turns his head, and he just falls to the ground. That brings
Oh my
us to-
god.
This guy is going to aim his crossbow at Anira, who just did that crazy move. It's shoot his crossbow at her, which is gonna be a 14. Does a 14 hit Anira? 14 does not hit Anira, and so she'll just dodge past the bolt, seeing it coming. Via, you are up.
My turn. I'm going to back up one and cast Eldritch Blast on the what is it, Sephic, and I, right before, I'm just gonna be like, we're not here for you in like reference to like the armored men. We're not here for you, and then I will cast Eldritch Blast on Sephic.
Coming up.
Which is probably gonna miss. It's a 13.
13, that does hit.
Okay, awesome. So that's 1d10. Let's see here. 8.
8 damage to the one
Yeah.
that's closest to you, right?
No, to Sephic.
Oh, on Sephic. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else?
I mean, I used my bonus action to say we're not here for you to the dwarves, so that's really it. Not the dwarves, the humans. So I guess that's it, is what I'm trying to say.
I messed up. Let me move this piece. Move this piece.
My token disappeared.
Yep, I'm trying to get you. Hold on, I messed up.
What is going on here?
Oh my gosh.
Earthquake.
Earthquake!
Alright, I'm just gonna bring...
Avalanche!
I'm gonna bring a fresh token in because I accidentally put you in the backside of the map. Oh.
Fine, I was just
I was trying
mud.
to clean the map up, and I put you behind it all. Oh.
Is it the
You got
upside
buried in
down?
the snow, guys.
Yay!
Sorry.
Yeah, all the snow fell off the trees and hit her. Buried her.
with this app, probably.
Try to make it where you can actually see the grid, because I know that's like an issue. But there you go, you're back.
Thank you.
Cool. And what was... I'm sorry, Via, what was your damage again?
My damage was 8 damage.
8 damage. A solid black lightning comes out and shoots around everybody and hits Sephic directly. He gets a bit of a shock to that. This guy had his scimitar, and he didn't appreciate you attacking the boss, Via. He did not appreciate that. And so he runs over to you, scimitar drawn, swings it at you for a 19. Does that hit?
That hits.
Alright. This slash will deal 7 damage. This is going to be a solid slash against your chest.
Alright, she's just gonna say, I'm sorry, and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, you do you have that? Right.
I do.
Oh yeah, you have one spell slot and you can totally use that, I guess, yeah. Cool. It's a save, right?
I think it's a save, yes.
Well, he rolled a 2, so it's not gonna save.
Okay,
but
how much is the Hellish Rebuke again? Hold on a second.
I think it's 2d6. I'm double checking right now, though.
I think it's D8.
Is it d8s?
It's 2d10.
2d10s. We're all wrong.
2d10 fire damage on a failed save. So let me get another d10. Or actually, I can just roll twice.
That is true.
7 and 7.
Alright, this guy comes up, he slashes you, and...
I just go, I'm sorry! And just...
Scarily enough, you apologize as the scimitar cuts through you, and you just hold your hand out and just light this dude on fire. And the flames erupt and engulf him so fast that his scream of pain is snuffed out almost immediately.
Good one.
Yeah.
This guy is now going to target Via for... Oh my god. And they've never seen someone do that. So he is scared, and he rolled a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, that hits, yeah.
Alright. Oh, sorry. Did I roll the right dice?
Oh god, I'm down. I'm probably down.
That is a total of 4 damage.
God. That's just enough to knock me down.
Alright, so this arrow hits Via in the gut, and she kind of like falls holding her wound.
I'm next, by the way. I rolled a 4 plus 3, I think.
You're next.
I
Alright,
would like
now
to
that my
roll.
token
Actually,
disappeared, it's no longer in the list.
I would like to say, could I roll
Oh.
intimidation to have him not attack me, or is that like he is pretty weak? I'm sure he wouldn't be too.
There you are.
I mean,
Lily, go ahead. What was your thing? I'm gonna say no. You can't roll intimidation. So.
oh.
Lily, what was your
Um,
turn order?
7.
7.
Yes. I rolled a 4 and I have the +3, I think.
All right. So after Via, it would have been you before the bandit would have done that shot. So
Yeah.
Lily, you go ahead and go before the bandit shoots.
Okay. Let me put my health back up.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't kill him, then that's happening. So
Yeah.
Lily, go ahead.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I feel bad changing it to target the other guys because my original goal was to target Sefik.
I would
So I'm
say
really,
target
really
Sefik if that
sorry.
was your original plan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna target him and roll 1d10, right?
Yep. Well, you gotta roll a
So that's
d20 to
only-
hit first.
A d20 to hit.
Yeah, it'll be for you. It will be a d20 plus. You're using your longbow, so plus 5.
Okay.
And this will be
Let me
2
do that.
hit.
Well, at least my armor's
Oh,
waterproof.
that's worse.
So an 8 is gonna miss.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So you shoot that arrow and it just whizzes right past him. And then the bandit shoots Via, as we all know. And then it
So my
comes back.
chart says 1d10, just as a heads up. My character sheet says my hit dice is 1d10.
Yes, your hit dice, which is not. That's your health dice, is another way to
Oh,
put that.
so sorry.
So when you take a short rest, you can roll any number of hit dice that you have in order to get health back during that short rest. But when and then
Gotcha.
when you level up, you roll your hit dice plus your constitution to increase your max health points. That's what your hit
Okay.
dice is.
Thank
You should
you.
be looking one step down where you see like the longbow, the short sword, and Q staff. The longbow is what you're looking at, and that plus 5 is the attack bonus. So it'll be d20 plus the 5. And if it hits, you
Gotcha.
do that damage, which is the 1d8 plus 3, the 3 being your dex modifier.
All right. Thank you.
And the 5 is your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus, just so you know where that came from. Sorry. Now, Laura.
Okay, I see who's it hit Via, so I drop down and I attack the bandit that attacked.
Okay.
So that'll be 18 to hit.
18 does.
Or sorry, 19 to hit.
A 19 will in fact have your arrow make contact. Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay. Put that right there, right dice here. 10 damage.
10 damage. That is a solid shot, and you get him like right through the throat, and probably the arrow itself that's keeping the artery shut, just so that he doesn't die immediately, but he is grievously wounded.
I step back and end my turn.
All right, hiding around the corner again. That's very smart. Sombra, you are up.
How is Sefik looking? He's taken a few hits so far, but is he still looking like healthy or shaken?
He's obviously bleeding from the damage he's taken, but it's hard to say how injured he is unless you want to use your bonus action to do a skill check of medicine.
Oh, bonus action?
Yeah, I allow skill checks to be a bonus action in combat.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do a medicine check real quick, see if I can gauge where he's at. That's an 11.
That's mighty generous of you, Diener.
Oh yeah. You guys are all kind of new players to my table. Yeah, I do that. Sorry, I forget to mention some of my tabled stuff. But yeah, you get any skill check, whether it's perception and not investigation, because that takes time, but like perception, medicine checks, nature checks, things like that you want to just do like a quick look around, see your surroundings, or check something. You can just use your bonus action to do a skill check. With an 11, like I said, he's bloodied and stuff. He doesn't look like he's gonna go down in the next couple of hits, if that helps.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, with that information then, I'm just going to take another swing with my longsword, I'm going to utilize my second and last charge of my Squire Salamnia Precision Strike. So I
Okay.
roll with the advantage with my longsword, and if I hit, I do a bonus 1d8 damage. That's a 14 to
Dragonlance.
hit.
A 14 does hit. And are you holding a
Ooh.
shield?
Yes, it's only 1d8 damage.
Okay, I was just making sure that you were holding a shield. Some people just don't notice that. But yeah, so 1d8 plus 3?
Plus 1d8. No, it's 9 damage for just a regular swing, and then I gotta add the 1d8 for the
Yep.
feet.
Oh,
So, ooh, 16 total.
so 16 total damage is not bad at
Mhm.
all. With his attention turned toward Rock, you were able to pretty much jab your longsword and get a gash that goes from the top of his shoulder down to his waist, diagonally across his back.
Okay, cool. And then, so yeah, I think she's internally she's kind of getting upset that she's like swinging at a guy whose back's turned to her. You know what I mean? She wants like an honorable fight, but it is what it is, and that's a round.
Well, with you doing the most damage in one go, Sephic's gonna turn his full attention on you, and he's going to swing his longsword twice.
I'd like to see you try.
So, does a 16 hit?
Ooh, does not.
No? How about a
No,
23?
that does.
Alright. Good luck, as you're about to take
Too
only
much.
5 slashing. He rolled low, to be honest.
Okay,
So
okay.
5
You said,
slashing, but plus it is
uh-oh.
made of ice, so you take an additional 7 cold damage for a total
Ooh,
of 12 damage.
I am at 1 HP.
So in
Ow.
return for your back gash, he turns around and he does the same to you, a gash from the top shoulder down to the waist, right in the front. And the chill just bites the wound harder as the blade slices through. Rock, you may respond.
Rock will certainly take another punch at him.
Go for it.
Uh, 12.
12. 12 does hit. It just barely hits. So go ahead for damage.
4 bludgeoning, and then I will take another
Oh,
punch at him.
go ahead and roll with
My
advantage
last.
for a maybe nat 20.
Oh, yeah,
You
okay,
are
sorry.
flanking.
No, just another 12.
Another 12. Okay, well,
I
4
will
damage.
roll the next one with advantage,
Mhm.
so I'll use my last full priest feature, make one more bonus action attack. Gentleman's 20.
And you want to go for the nat?
No, I did that with that one with advantage. I rolled.
Oh, that one is with. Oh, okay, I see the 2d20. Oh, with the
Yeah.
KH. Yeah, okay. The 20 does hit, and so that's another 4 damage to him. He's looking a lot more bloodied as you land 2 more punches. Since his back was turned, these punches are going to be, kidney punches on both sides.
Yeah, just a poof, poof in both of his sides. Absolutely.
That brings us to Anira, who's going to take another step forward. The first punch to the man with an arrow in his throat. A 15 plus is definitely going to hit, and her minimum damage is going to do it. So she's going to punch right where that arrow is to send it deeper onto the side of his throat, and he's going to collapse. And then she's going to do her bonus action attack on the other guy, which is 11 that does miss. So her cockiness caught up to her, and after she killed the one guy, she goes to swing at him, and he just kind of like backs, and the fist goes in front of her. And then he's going to drop his crossbow, and he's going to pull out his scimitar to swing back at Anira. That is a 18, which an 18 does hit Anira, and that'll be 2 damage as he uh, swings wildly and just kind of barely clips her ice skin, but she doesn't take too much damage from that. Via, let me get a death saving throw from you, and then we'll move on to Lily. Lily, you're up and muted if you don't know.
Okay, so I thought it was a 1, but it was actually a 7. So I
Remember,
almost just peed
remember,
myself.
remember, you gotta do that quietly, so they don't know what you
Oh,
rolled.
oh, my bad, my bad.
It's all
Okay, I
good though.
failed.
Well, I mean, now everyone knows now. But, Lily, are you there?
I am sorry.
It's all good.
Um,
You are. You gotta push over the
so
knife. Go over here. Go ahead. Sorry.
you said he's looking pretty bloodied up.
Yeah, I mean, you've been watching him get kind of walloped on. His back is currently turned and toward your direction, so you can probably even see that gnarly gash that Sombra put on his back.
And the check to his health. What does that take again?
You can use your bonus action to do a medicine check and see, look at the field, see how people are doing.
I will do that first.
Okay, go for it.
And that's what dice? I'm so sorry. I have to ask this every
So it's
time.
gonna be almost everything you do is gonna be the D20, unless
Okay.
otherwise said. So just have the D20
Gotcha.
at the ready. And your medicine check is a plus.
Yuck.
Okay. You look around and you're just like, there's blood everywhere. I have no idea where the sources are. The snow
Okay.
should be white. Why is it not white?
I will attempt to make another hit then, instead of doing what I was originally going to do.
Good thing that 1 wasn't used for the roll to hit, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
no thing.
Indeed. Way to use it up.
Oh, that's way better.
Yep. 17 plus whatever is gonna hit. Go ahead and give me using a longbow, so it should be a 1d8 plus 3 for you.
Do I need to add the +3 in the?
No, we can add 3. It's a small
Okay.
number to add. So 8
So-
damage. So this shot will pretty much get him right in the kidney, following the punch that Rock just sends him, and it'll just
What's the
embed
attack
him.
bonus? Is that what that goes with the D20?
The attack bonus is with the d20, so that would have been the
Okay.
17 plus 5 for a 22 to hit, and now you rolled a 5 with your d8 plus the 3 makes an 8 damage.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hide. Do I have movement, or did I
you
use
have
that up?
You should have 30 feet. You haven't moved yet.
I'm gonna hide behind the wall now.
Okay, fair enough. With that, he now has an arrow in his side. Lara, you are up.
I am going to move forward here as far as I can get because I see a Via go down, and I'm going to just take a longbow shot at this fellow right here.
All right, go for it.
12 plus 17.
17 will hit. Go ahead and do your damage.
9.
9 damage. You go for a very similar shot with the whole throat thing, but this one kind of hits him more like in the shoulder, upper area. It's still a very damaging area to get hit with an arrow, but he is still standing.
Okay, end turn.
All right, Sombra, you're up.
All right, Sombra's gonna use her try to use her medicine check to see how this guy's looking, wincing through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
For an 11.
All right, with an 11, he looks like he's about to collapse. He does not look good at all. His ice blue eyes have begotten a little bloodshot from the damage that he's taken so far.
All right, and then using sort of this opportunity with Raul doing a good couple of shots to his ribs, an arrow sticking out of his side. Sombra's gonna drop her shield and two-handed swing with her longsword.
Okay.
That's with advantage, right?
Yep.
Dirty
yeah.
20, I think.
So, yep.
Yeah, dirty 20.
So
okay.
that definitely hits. So 1d10 plus your modifier.
8 damage.
That is just enough to bring down the final blow as your sword gashes through.
I wanted it to be a non-lethal damage, but I guess it's too late now.
You guys are starting out. Well, if you want to retcon it to be non-lethal, then we can say that you use the brunt side of the sword, like the flat side, to
like
kinda
whack him with the hilt or something, yeah.
Yeah. Or the hilt, that's a good one. Yeah, you could whack him with the hilt, and it'll be enough to knock him out, and his eyes will roll back, and he'll just fall.
Okay, cool. And then she'll just like kind of drop to a knee and like just take a deep breath. And that's her round.
He his eyes flutter, but he doesn't wake up. Rock, you are up.
Okay, down, right?
Sorry, I'm not really hearing you. I think your mic is lifted or something.
Hello? Can you
There
hear
you.
me now?
Yes.
It just came unplugged or something.
Oh.
So I will. He is down, so I will actually try to run past this guy. I know that he will opportunity attack me, but I think I can get to here.
Let's see.
Not
5,
not
10,
quite, but
15.
I will run right past him to try to get to via to save her.
Can you show me your route? I'm trying to see your route.
I was just going from here, like right up past this guy,
5.
through here,
So like.
then over to there, I think.
So 5, 10, 15.
20.
That
25,
Okay.
30.
Yeah, so there, okay. Okay, so I won't get an opportunity attack because I'm still right
Yep.
beside him.
And to help clear it off, that front entrance that does have the awning over top, it's held by 2 stilts, so you can't enter from the sides. To make that clearer.
I see. I have to go around. Well, then I may as well try to punch him first, and I will try to make it. Please make your signatures. I will try to punch this man.
All right, from where you're standing right now, or on your way.
Yes. Yeah, like from where I'm standing right now, like I'll kind of run up to him and circle around and just sort of swing as I'm doing it.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yep, a natural 20 will be double damage, so you'll do 8 damage. So, um, you'll be able to pretty much do something very similar to what you saw Nero do, where you'll see the arrow in embedded in him, and you'll basically punch the back of the arrow downward so it like goes further in, and he'll just freeze and fall to the ground dead.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
And with
That
that,
would be it
you
for
guys
me, I guess.
have killed everybody except for your one guy.
Do you think I could run around the rest of the way before she has to make any more death saves and get to her?
Yeah, we're out of combat. I was going to ask if
Yeah,
you need to make any more.
The combat is over. I'm gonna let you guys have a chance to do something about Via before I
Spare the dying.
Fair enough.
Stabilized.
So
I'd
you
like to
stay
stabilize.
at you stay at 0
Spare the
HP,
dying.
but
She's
you
stabilized.
are up. Yep,
Yeah.
stabilized. Still at
I
0,
don't have
but
spell slots
stabilized.
for healing, but she doesn't have to make saving
Yeah,
throws.
yeah.
She is going to be okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We do have the unconscious form of what's his name?
Sephic.
Sephic.
That's
Sephic.
Sephic.
So this does
We have
bring us.
Sephics.
This does bring us to time, and so when we come back next week, you guys can interrogate Sephic or whatever it is you want to do. Um, and yeah, and
I don't see
also,
you.
we can do it. We can do it outside of the session, so it doesn't eat up time. But when you guys take a long rest after, because this fight was successful, you will be leveling up.
Ooh,
So
nice.
I'll close out the stream, and then anyone that
Awesome.
wants to go ahead and knock their leveling up out, we can go ahead and do that. But it doesn't go into effect until you
Okay.
take a long rest, because when you long rest is when you level up, and that will always be the case.
I do want to note that Lily attacked because he went back on his word about fighting unarmed. She still has suspicions about whether this is actually the culprit because
Yeah.
he was hesitant to let us know about the ice daggers, but all the victims the ice daggers remained in. Like he melted the ice dagger he used on Ralk and hid it, but the ones in the victims remained.
He
So
was
she's
trying to make it look like he was staying unarmed,
Yeah.
because you guys were crowded around, right? So
Your Rock
he kind of
Rock
figured you
has
guys
no
would
doubt
jump
that
in.
the attempt on his life marks this man as guilty.
Oh.
I think we have every
There's
opportunity
no
to
doubt.
investigate. But yeah, just
Yeah.
also for like the record, just we saw the glowing light. I think most of us know what magic looks like, and then
Also, Sombra got slashed, so.
yeah, and then I think I got the. if anything, I have the best evidence to show that he was using ice weapons to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. You guys all saw his ice longsword, which, by the way, even as he's unconscious, is still in his hand.
So you can
All right.
choose to melt
So it
it
didn't
or
melt.
not.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here.
We should
and-
probably
Yeah.
take that ice sword away first thing.